Big shout out to Rizza, Penjo for the beat, nasty yo. I come with a different approach when it comes to these blokes acting like they're dope, but they ain't doing nothing but picking up soap. That's the lane they're going in the cunt. Yo, check out the fun, yo, check out the remedy. I be coming around, moving so steady, telling these people that they need to be ready for the energy about to explode the room, explode in the room, assume the position. Yeah, it's your boy 7 and I'm back and I'm on a new mission. Winning, yeah, all the time DNA, that's what it says, so stay out my way. If you, hey, I'll come back with a new story, showing y'all niggas better get with the hoary. Can't you see, he's a dropping so slow. Bitches like you need to stamp on some toes to keep yourself up when it comes to this road. I keep coming back with I've been in soul. Yeah, I told them that they must see me. If they don't listen, then they gon' feel G. Mind over matter, mind over matter. I told these people that their style don't matter. If they don't listen to me, they gon' feel the dagger. Lay on the floor forever, understand her? But they ain't got that range, the simpleness to understand with the glory brain is coming from. It's me, I remain in my lane. Motherfuckers like you are insane. Some of y'all sit on YouTube just to take cocaine, acting like you're getting girls running up in the lane. Yo, talking mad shit with your old ass pics, acting like you're with it. Never that, just sit down. 100 seats that be.
It's
I walk my dog.
Thank you.
I walk my dogs. I walk my dogs. I walk my dogs. I come to YouTube and I walk my dogs. I walk my dogs. I walk my dogs. I drag my dogs. I walk my dogs. You know I walk my dogs. On these YouTubes I drag my dogs. You see me walk my dogs. You know I drag my dogs. You know I walk my dogs. I drag and walk, 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 I drag and walk my dog, walk my dog. R.E. knows I walk her every day. When I come to YouTube, got a little bit to say about the R.E. I drag that dog, I drag that dog, I drag that dog, what? Drag that dog, I drag that dog, I drag that dog. Whoa, random, I walk that dog too. I drag her up and down these YouTube streets like a damn fool. Drag that dog, I drag that dog, I drag that dog, what? Drag that dog, I drag that dog, I drag that dog, what? These damn dogs be so damn terrible, running around in YouTube, get into your business, talk about your damn kids like they ain't got the oh I forgot they lost their kids. Down the microphone, I work that out. Work it out, work it out. You can't work that out. They run them out. Nothing incredible about these people. The stupid little waste bitches running around looking for some riches. Work it, work it, yeah, work it, yeah, work it, yeah, work it, yeah, work it. I work it, I work them damn dogs. Yo, I work them damn dogs. Yo, work them damn dogs. Yo, I work them dogs. I make sure I walk my dog every day on YouTube. I eat and random get dragged on YouTube. Yo, I drag them dogs. Yo, I drag them dogs. I walk them dogs. I drag them dogs. Yo, I drag them dogs. I walk them dogs. They're always in my business. Never leave me alone. They jump it up like they own their own microphone, but they can't speak. They ain't got no talent. All they can do is get underneath and suck my talent. They are walking dogs. I walk them dogs, drag them dogs, thin dogs. Sitting outside watching cars. Yo, I drag them dogs. I drag them dogs. I walk them dogs, dogs, drag them dogs. I walk them dogs, drag them dogs. Have you seen the face? Ugly, makes you wanna be sick. Trust me, just drag them dogs. Yo, drag them dogs, drag them dogs, what? Drag them dogs. Yo, drag them dogs, drag them dogs. Yo, I hate when they come around me causing mad problems in games. They're insane, mental into the brain. One of them use Crisco in the ass, likes to get blast. She's like 78, yo. Other one, she is so late. The body is done. Hospital made the situation known that she's got nothing in her. She's soon gone. Yo, drag that dog. We drag that dog. Drag that dog. drop that dog. We drop that dog, drop that dog. Yo, random had a kid and lost all of them. She don't care about her kid. She's a big problem. She loves YouTube. Now drop that dog, drop that dog, 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 dog. Drop that dog, drop that dog. Whoa, work 'em up. We work 'em down, down. Jump it up and down like they are wrong, wrong.
Hey, oh, yeah, wearing dresses, is wearing dresses, yeah, ghetto intellect, running around, wearing dresses, dresses, yeah, ghetto intellect. Running around wearing dresses, dresses, yeah. He said it's for charity. I don't believe him. It's more up his alley, alley. I can see that he's a faggy, faggy. That's no disrespect to people that rock that way. Cause this guy, he nice that he's gay. So ghetto intellect, let selector. How much time do you find yourself on the mic? You singing, you dancing left to the right. I got weave on and the dress, and you're sounding like Tina Turner. Oh, ghetto intellect. How young did you first post on a dress? What age? I said, yo, ghetto intellect. Yo, how long was it ago when you first put on a dress, on a dress? I see you like it though. I see that you like it, bro. Like it, bro. Like it, bro. I see that you like it though. Wearing a dress, doing the tootsie roll. Seen the way you got up and ran off to get a fire that day. Yo, that day when you ran off to your Jedi. I said that day, yo, that day when you went off to your Jedi. I see what you is, see what you is, guy. You ain't nothing but a Bombay, boom, 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 Bombay. Yeah, 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 boom, my, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, so ghetto, you can give me a list of names of the lames in your group that be sniffing cocaine just like you, putting on dresses, running out and with the makeup and some weave, and you out on the street under the traffic lights waiting for you to have a nice night. Yo, ghetto intellect, ghetto intellect, dancing like a sket, dancing like a sket. Caught in ghetto intellect, caught in ghetto, she's ghetto, caught in ghetto intellect, caught in ghetto, it's ghetto, caught in ghetto intellect, animal letter, wearing a dress, yes, Food. We come to talk about foods, all sorts of food. I can't believe I came round that house and she had no food for me. She should have told me, make sure you eat before you leave. Make sure you eat before you leave. How can you invite me to your house and you've got no food for me to eat? You should have told me to eat before I leave. Me to eat before I leave. What is this? Damn, this ain't cooking. You are taking the piss. How can you make me come around to get some sex and you got nothing to eat? What matters is this. I ain't touching this food. What kind of food you think this is? Did you cook it for real, or did you get it out the bin? What kind of food is this? Did you really make it? Did you really make it? Is you lying to me? I can't believe you made it. Is that supposed to be some chips? Is that supposed to be some meat? Because it looks like a plate of dog shit. I can't believe you expect me to eat it. Why you do this to me? I could have ate at home before I came around and seen you. How can you do this to me, girl? I don't know what kind of cooking is this. You trying to ruin my world. I ain't got time for getting sick. I've got a son to look after. I only came round to get some head and shit, and you promised me a plate of two, but I am eating this shit. I am eating this shit. I ain't gonna eat it. I ain't gonna eat it. I'm never gonna eat that shit. I don't even know what that is. I can't believe you made it, or even owned up to it. I swear to God, I would have said I never cooked it, man. I swear to God. Because it looks hard-boiled and old, moldy, dusty stories being told. Shada bada boom bing bang. Yeah. How you gonna cook these foods and expecting me to not be so rude, expecting me to try and taste it? Never that I eat. You better put it in the bin or give it to your family. 'Cause I'm not eating it. Go give it to your family.
Yo, I bet y'all are thinking, who is that artist? Get me? Like, who is that artist that's coming up with them kind of tracks like that? Well, that's a secret. Get me? Because all I know, if I let out all the good people, get me, they get kidnapped by the system, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, they'll be putting on fucking, well, we're not even gonna go that far. A man like me would never do that. But anyway, shout out to the shout out. Bless, bless, bless. Hey, listen. Oi, random, you're lucky, you know. You're very lucky. I made a video specially for you, and I've titled it right, Saving Private Random. You understand? The thing is, why I say you're lucky is because I made it too long. I was trying to make the video to show on here, you know what I'm saying? But I made it too long. So what I'm going to do, random, as soon as I finish, I'm just gonna unlock it. You understand? Make sure you watch it, random. I was doing it for you. I care about that bad body shape you got. You understand? I care about you. I'm trying to help your little shitty situation. So you make sure you watch that video, random. Okay. You make sure. You understand? Get me? Don't say I didn't do anything for you. You understand? Don't say I didn't do anything for you. You baby back bitch. Anyway, yo, what's going on, people? You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. As promised, like, you know, I said it's gonna come back. Should I carry on dragging? I mean, this is why I wanted to play the video. This is why I wouldn't have to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or just press play on the video and just, you know what I'm saying? But now, I said to myself, because I was disappointed that I made it so long, and by the time I edit it and chop it down and shit, that would have took me at least another like half hour or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, should I go live now? Or should I just not go live and unlock the video? So what I'll come live hoping that certain people are around and shit, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I thought I'd hang around for a little minute, couple minutes, maybe 20 minutes, see if people are unseen and that turn up. If none of the the real ones, shit like that turn up, then I'm gonna keep it going. I'll unlock the video, and that's my duty done for the day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hopefully I'll give it a couple of minutes and shit. Hopefully people are unseen, rock bottom, whatever, the soldiers, you know what I'm saying? Come along, give y'all some entertainment, you know what I'm saying? If not, I've got a video to fall back on. See how smart your boy Seven is. Your boy Seven is smart, right? You understand? Make sure he's got content on the ready. You understand? But yeah, as I was saying though, random, get me? Don't say, man, don't look out for you, look into you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna even say words like care. Fuck caring. Who cares? Listen. For all I care, you lucky I'm doing this content thing based on you. But for all I care, you can rat. That's just being real. You understand? People like you don't deserve life on earth. You was hoping I was gonna say prison in it. Nope, I ain't saying prison. I ain't saying prison. Get me? I'm talking about earth. You understand? People like you don't get no chances. You understand? Get me? But this YouTube game right now, like I'm saying, I made a little video for you. So you better respect it. You understand? You better be grateful too. Because bitches like you that are never grateful. Well, you know what? You know what, Random? I mean, let's get it. Let's just go into it a little bit. Let's just talk. Let me just talk a little bit. Because you're just 100% fake, Random. And you, from the stories you've put out there and all that shit, you was just fake. I mean, listen, everybody knows I'm not racist. But let me tell you one thing I experienced in life, that mixed race people are confused. You understand? So I'm just saying, is this bitch confused? Seems like she's confused. She's getting to a black YouTube place promoting that she's only been with black people. Get me? And then she's about that Jamaican life. And then we only find pictures of her kissing up with white men. Make it make sense? Why would someone lie? And then got the cheek to come up on people's live streams and talk like she's Jamaican or something. I hate it when people do that. I really do, I swear I can't stand it. It makes me sick. It really does make me sick, I'm not even just saying that. I gave y'all an example a couple of weeks back, right? If you remember, and I was talking about certain people that I grew up with, sound like normal English, whatever, then they get to a certain peak in their age, and all of a sudden they got patois going. Like it's like they come straight off the plane from Jamaica. Do you understand? But the UK version, I really don't understand. This isn't a thing that Americans do. UK people do it. UK blacks, they don't really do it so much. Well, do they? Do they still do it these days? They probably do. They probably do, because we're conditioned in this in Jamaica to follow certain heritages. Like most people in the UK, we follow people in Jamaica. Like we respect the hell out of Jamaica, or be like Africa. We can easily find where our ancestors are, right? And from that, yeah. I don't know. No, Jamaica's always been really close to the UK. As long as you know that already, the Queen zapped that shit up and got them niggas. Me too. You know what I'm saying? Part of the slave trade shit, nigga. In fact, you know what? I seen a thing, right? I think I seen it on YouTube, right? And it made me sick to see these Jamaicans, and it was like, our Queen is in trouble. I'm like, bitch, you're sitting in Jamaica. How the fuck you calling it your Queen? These niggas are jumping on the plane and the boats and that to come across seas to England to help fight the war. I'm thinking, what? Is that how England got y'all brainwashed like that? Y'all sitting in Jamaica and you're calling her your queen. I'm like, God damn, you can't. Black people are stupid or us. You understand? That don't make no sense. You think I can sit in the UK and shout out, yeah, Donald Trump is my king leader. You think I could sit in the UK and shout out Donald Trump is my leader? Or that guy that's in office now? That's surprised the hell out of me to see Jamaicans doing that. They got us good, yo. I ain't gonna lie. With the white people, them, they got niggas good. We are madly brainwashed, yo, like crazy, like crazy, yo. I don't know what the fuck they put in the food or some shit, but they got us good. They got us good, 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 good. See my people talking like that, you know. The fact that we haven't all come together yet and just like, demanded change. You understand? And I'm talking like America and England, because we both suffered the same story. It's just that the UK is keeping it quiet. The UK hides the truth and they do it well. They do it well, man. So much so, if I was to bring it up, everybody in the UK would be attacking me, saying lies, black and white, facts. I've been there. Facts. I've been attacked by black and white from trying to set black people free in the UK. Not attacked physically, verbally though. A whole lot of niggas ganged up on me, that kind of thing. Get me? I'm being racist because I'm saying black people need to build their own. They call me racist. I got called racist by a white person because I said that. And black people agreed with her. It is what it is. Told you we got coons. Don't told you we got coons. What do you expect? Of course we got coons. We got the queen over here. Understand? It's a fact, Joe. Anyway, it just goes to show not everyone can be saved. That's why I keep saying it. Only certain people can be woke, I've noticed that. Not everybody can be woke. Not everybody. So I want to give a shout out to the woke ones and those that are going to be woke at some point in their life, right? I'm just saying though, like, because not everybody can get to that destination right there. You understand? And if your life is about dumb shit and you can't get away from that dumb shit, then you ain't woke. That means you're one of the sacrifices, right? Think about it. Anyway, what we're gonna try and change that because I'm saying, right, we can offer for sacrifices different people other than you stupid ones. We have got retards around us causing a hell of a lot of trouble, but there's no need for it. These people should be selected. These people should be on the chopping block. You know what I'm saying? They like to dodge and duck and dive under the radar all the time with all these damn ass offenses on their shoulders, acting like they want to run away and start their life again. Run where? You're gonna leave Earth? You leaving Earth? Huh? That's what you mean. You gotta mean that, right? You gotta mean that, right? Oh, okay, my bad. I mean, that's too much. That's too big of a destination, mission, should I say? You mean you're just gonna leave the UK? That would be your best bet to do, random. You know, I can tell you something though, random. Your family don't want you around. Me? Your favorite little person you like to stalk? I don't want you around. Monty, he don't want you around. In fact, the only people that want you around is like RE and AG. Oh, not forgetting you little fat pot belly bastard boyfriend, Jimmy. Not forgetting him, right? Huh? Groomers, the groomer crew. The groomer crew. I swear, I'd love to slap 7 days of shit out of them. I mean, that wouldn't be hard with random. She's got that bag thing going on. Just make her jump. You make her jump, she'd be like, whoops. Understand? Messy bitch. That's a bitch. This bitch can't even eat. You know she can't eat food. Hey, you know, I don't want to spoil the film, the thing. I don't want to spoil the video. God damn. She. Anyway, you make sure you watch that shit, yo. And it's not even edited, okay? Because like I said, I was gonna put it straight on here. So, and I'm not gonna edit it. So there's no beginning, no end, intro shit. It's just the raw footage. You know what I'm saying? But I want a big thank you at the end of when you watched it. I want you to comment in the box random saying thank you. This is gonna help change my life. That's what I want from you, random. Okay. You little gypsy dog. Little gypsy dog. Jump up and bark. Now, but I'm being serious. I want to comment back. You better say thank you, bitch. How's your son doing, random? Mine's fine, my son's doing like real good. Real good, You know what I'm saying? How's your son doing? Huh? Is he doing better with his life? Huh? Is he doing better? Is he feeling good? Is he happier most days now? How's your son doing? Hmm? Still fresh to take his own life and shit? How the fuck's your son doing? Mother of the year. Mother of the century. You should have been born a man. You do know that, don't you, Random? Why God give you the powers to have kids just to waste it? It's unbelievable, man. You should have been born a man. Or you should have been born without no body parts. And not even a face. You understand? Just a lump of skin that rolls. That's what you should have been. Something like a pig. Better yet, you should have been born as a pig. That's what you should have done. You should have been born as a pig. I know your mom was about that incest shit. No, that's the wrong word, isn't it? I mean, bestiality. Then again, I'll leave that bitch out of it because she's cool. She's not stupid. You know, she knows what it is. She don't want no groomer in her family. You understand? So, shout out to the moms. You understand? Shout out to the moms. Get me? Or where's your dad at, random? Huh? Where's your dad? Well, it's obviously I can't fight him. He must be in some kind of wheelchair or some shit by now. Look how old. He's probably not even alive. So what happened to your uncle then, random? Huh? The tales of the big bad man from London. What happened to him? Understand? The gangster. What happened to that? You know what, random? I've never heard anybody else on YouTube talk about your family members and nothing about gangsters before or anything. Just out of your mouth. No one's been able to confirm your story. You do know that, random. Huh? Are you one of those people that just hide behind walls and make up stories all the time? Huh? Is that what you do, random? What's that life like? Huh? I see you keep you know, deleting your app, your pages and shit. Is that what comes with that life? You have to just keep deleting apps and shit, changing accounts and shit. Huh? Is that what comes with that lifestyle? Is it random? You see this girl, right? Earlier, she had to come with some dumbass accounts, yeah, to get my attention. See how quick I caught onto that shit. You see how she's stupidly retarded. You were never gonna meet a bigger retard than Random. Just trust me, because she's always gonna try the same tricks over and over and over again. Yo, shitty Greg. Remember when I said that your team your team, like, what's the word that I used? When your team do your thing right, I say y'all do it different. Y'all do it much like like better. Would I say better? I can't remember the word I would use or I did use. But here's the example for you. You see, random. She does the same old troll moves. You niggas over there, you should man switch it up. You might get some intelligent woman up on the panel to blah 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 or da da da. You know, you switch it up, man. You switch it up with the game plan. You might send in some soldiers to go in deep, or you might send in some soldiers that will just sit there and conversate. Y'all know how to switch it up. You understand? Damn near even trick most people with the politeness in the conversation. You understand? That's why I recognize the skill. That's why I gave you them kudos. But check game, you see what random do. Have you noticed she does the same tactics, exact same thing? Troll accounts in my chat. You get me? Putting up videos of my kid, troll accounts in my cat. Putting up videos, troll accounts. Video. I mean, so you understand where I'm coming from now, Shitty Greg, right? There's a perfect example for you right there. That's just a perfect example right there. You understand? These lame ass trolls are just what can I say? What can you say? It's child's play, yo. It's child's play. You get me? So boom. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to put that example out there. Like, man, stupid. Like, this woman can never get me. Like, whatever. Bitch knows one thing. I go mad. I react and go mad just for the fact of you popping up. Do you understand? Like, I didn't know it was you for a fact, did I? But I could tell it was you, bitch. You understand? See the difference? And because of the fact that I knew it was you in my head, right? That got me angry. So I want you to understand something about me, random. The fact that I think about you gets me angry. Okay. So what does that mean for you in real life meeting me? Figure that out for yourself. Go ahead right now and figure that out for yourself. Stupid ass bitch. You understand? Stupid ass clown. You see, these retarded tactics are just stupid. I can't stand retarded tactics. You get me? Because this all falls back on aggravate somebody and they might fall in love with you or some shit like that. Nah, nigga, listen, if anything, I'm going to make sure her heart starts beating 10 seconds quicker than that I was planning to do it in the first place. Do you understand? It's that kind of level. It's that kind of shit. You understand? These clowns, it's like RE as well, kept going on. And then I found out that, yeah, if you hate somebody, it means that you really like them. What? Who told y'all that? What kind of school? Listen, let me tell you about your boy 7. If I hate on you, I want to kill you. If I hate on you, I want to kill you. I don't want you on this planet. Listen, do you know how many times have I said this planet, people like this shouldn't be on Earth? There's only one kind of sentence for people like this. But yet, anyhow, these stupid crow-faced bitches are sitting back thinking that this means that I like them. And anyhow, you like listening and whatever, think the same thing, then you that are just dumb. I don't know where you got this backward. This isn't a case of turning a one word round and making it seem a different word, like bad means good or good means bad. This isn't that case, you know. In my head, I see corpses. When their name comes up or whatever, I see them rise from the dead and I want to kick them back on the ground again. I want you to understand, your boy 7. This is why I don't play your games like that. You understand? So I don't play your games like that. I don't want you to think that I think like y'all like that. No. Hell no. That makes me less of a man. That will make me less of a man. That will make me weak. That will make me a shadow of a man. A shadow of what I used to be in that case. Do you understand? And I'm going to change. I'm always going to stand 100. You understand? I'm going to stay in that lane of a dominant motherfucking male. You understand? Ain't nothing going to change me. Ain't nothing. Get me? Y'all can do your little pooty tang. You know that I don't even know whatever the fuck it. But listen, miss me on God. And listen, when it comes to random, listen, Artie's just lucky she's overseas. I've already explained this before about getting that hit. I'm not even gonna talk on that bitch right now. But you see, random, yeah, you get me. She, oh god, you know she's just a waste of space. And I know for a fact if I was ever to like see her on the street or something like that, boom, 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 she'd probably shit her customary bag. She'll shit that bag will fill up in 2 seconds. It will fill up in 2 seconds. No toilet paper. No toilet paper gonna save her on the street. That shit's gonna pour out. I'm melting. No, I'm melting. All that shit up in the road. You know what I mean? Damn dinosaur face bitch. You know what I mean? Hey, listen, listen, like I'm saying, this is why we don't fit in together like this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not a man that's going to lessen myself for a lame. I help people that are weak. Don't get me. You should always help the weak. You know what I'm saying? See a weak person, they're down. You bring them back up. You put them back on their feet, and you send them on their way. You understand? That's what you do with weak people. But lames is different, yo. You understand? Lames is different. People that don't have no place on the planet is different. And who are you to call that judgment, Seven? Me? I'm God, nigga. I'm a demigod, nigga. My word is God. There's my homie in the chat. Yo, shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie. I'm gonna put this there. I only want him to join the link for now, you know. Unless you're one of the crew in that, obviously. I don't want no lames calling in. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the hour where I get back at lames. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, as I was saying, like for real though, I ain't gonna let no weak ass bitch change me as a man. Just like I ain't gonna make a man, you know, change me. I can take in information, I can apply it to the system. You understand? If it makes sense, if it don't make sense, then it's irrelevant. You understand? And that's how it just goes down. It's just like that. Like random people like that don't make sense. They are irrelevant. I've seen their skills that they bring to YouTube. All it is bringing up kids. That's all they got. Bringing up kids. So what kind? Listen. Listen. Let me try and explain that again. Right? Everybody can shout off their mouth and shit. But even when they're shouting off your mouth, you gotta make sense. You get me? These two bitches, Artie and Random, don't make sense when they're shouting off their mouth. You know it and I know it. You hear the way they talk. You hear that they flap from one side to the other. You hear that they talk shit. So we can agree on something, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, I don't need a response from the chat because y'all have got like webbed fingers or some shit. Whatever though. But the fact of the matter is this. You get me? Irrelevant people, irrelevant like lames, get me? No matter what lane they're in, outside real life or on YouTube, they always try and look for a dick to hold. You understand? You get me? These two bitches chose the wrong one. They must fall because I show my body like that. That fucking, I'm like a simp. I'm hungry for pussy. I'm dying for pussy. I'm desperate for the pussy. They must think that. Huh? Oh, you can't make this shit up. But you know what? It is what it is at this point, and the show must go on. And I ain't gonna stop until I'm ready to stop. And yeah, get me. Like I was saying, as for all this trying to keep coming at me kind of shit, hey, listen, they only make it worse for themselves. You understand? They only make it worse for themselves.
Well, go on, seven.
What's happening, bro? How you doing? How you doing?
Shit, man. Same shit, different toilet. I
Yeah,
can't call it.
same. Yeah, same for me on here. Same shit, bro. Same shit, bro.
You still,
Same toilet.
it's still with them same individuals, I guess.
Yeah, bro. You know, I mean, AG. I left her alone for a little bit. I was poking the bear every now and then, just making her know that I haven't forgotten. You know, Meanwhile, in between time, we try to about other things, and then I've got the leprechaun bitches jumping up at the same time, getting my attention. So you know how it is. Every time I try and talk about something else, here comes the leprechaun bitches. You understand? Trying to throw me off, but it's not throwing me off. It just reminds me I need to drag these holes. I need to walk the dogs. That's all that is. So you know,
Yeah.
I've been walking the dogs. I've been walking like I said, at AG a little still. You know, I want to see my godson. You know, I'm saying AG. I want to see my godson. I want to know if my godson's all right. I want to see a picture, or better yet, a video. And can you prove that it's actually him as well? You know what I'm trying to say, and not your son's kid. So yeah, you know
Yeah,
that,
man.
that's
You know,
that, that's where I'm
that's
at.
that. In time, I'll show people what I know to be factual, but I don't waste energy on them motherfuckers. Like, cause
Right.
what I found out, man. Anyway, just trust me. Trust me when I say.
Well, is
But
it
anyway,
all right? I don't want you to spill the beans. I don't want you to spill the beans. But one question. One question. Is it good news? Have I? Shit! No, you're not gonna answer that. You're not gonna answer. I'll try anyway. Have I got a? Have I really
I'll
got
put it like this: I'm chilling.
a?
I'm chilling.
You're
But
shit.
you know,
That don't help,
it's
bro.
a time and a season for everything. Trust me. But what you been up to other than that? Everything been straight with you?
Yeah. Everything's been straight, bro. You know,
Yeah,
people
I
been
seen
getting.
the other day. I didn't come up there because I don't, you know, I know of True Freeman. I seen him like I remember when you was talking about the history of the black sector, and I agree with you. And
Right,
so I know I've been knowing of True Freeman since way back then, but I never followed him like that, so I didn't know 100% the conversation. So I just sat back and listened
right.
until my device died. So, but yeah, that's why I ain't come up because from what I hear and him getting raided and all that, I was like, damn, the fuck. And then they
Yeah.
got video footage of it. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Uh,
But
it's
in a lot of aspects, it's like it's sad, like to see. This is what I guess black folks, so-called black folks in the U.S. do to each other. Like
yeah.
it's kind of fucked up, man. Like you looking at this shit, and that amongst other shit. I just, I don't know. That's some sad shit. Now I don't know because I heard people saying like he brought it on himself and everything. So I ain't know nothing about it. I don't follow him like that. So I stepped back. So if you could give me like a brief synopsis of all of it,
Okay.
what's the
Okay.
story?
So basically, you're right in what you just said. He brought it on himself. Basically, his mother, right, um, had some was supposed to hand herself, some shit like that. She was on bail. Well, y'all call bail. What do you call it over there in America?
Out on
Um,
bail or out on
yeah,
bond, same shit.
bond, that's it. Bond. Yeah. And so the bonds people, she must have never went back when she was supposed to, or some shit, or didn't pay. I don't know. So the bonds people went to Freeman's house to look for her, right? True Freeman wasn't in, but his woman was in, right? So they must have came out, spoke to her. She like told him that True's not in, she's not, they're not there, or whatever, and they left, right?
Right.
So True Freeman come home, and True started going crazy. Why they come to my house, motherfuckers? Blah 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 blah. So then True Freeman went live, right, saying, "Yo, the bonds people come back. If you come back, I'm gonna shoot you in your face. Shit like that. Boom, 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 bang, 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 bing, bing, bing. You know what I'm trying to say? Somehow now the bonds people found out this information. Now this is where I think Shitty Greg and all them play a part. But anyway, the bonds people found out that True Freeman made these comments and shit, and the police found out, I guess. Um, the bonds then pressed charges on the bonds people, pressed charges on True about threats to kill shit. And then the police come out and arrested him. So yes, it is
Damn.
truthful for shouting off his mouth, holding up guns, talking about he's gonna kill the bonds people to come back. This, that, no, True actually, he actually made his own grave at that point.
Damn, son, that's
Right,
fucked up.
right. Get
He got
me?
online and did that shit. What was he
Yep,
thinking?
yep, yeah. I'm gonna kill you if you come back. I'll kill you. One of those guys who got it. What's his name? What's that guy's name? I forgot them men's names, yo. Shit. The guys that always have videos of True Freeman. Shit. Black Sector Guard and the other guy. Them mans have got it on their channel. They've got it over there. So
What the
if
fuck was
whenever
he
you want to
thinking?
see it, just go and look through their videos.
That's fucked up. So
Right.
is he out now?
Huh?
Is he out now?
True Freeman, they locked him. They came back for him that day, I guess, or maybe the next day. Arrested him. He was locked up for 5 hours, I think, or something like that. Let him out. Told
Man.
him that he wasn't supposed. I might have the times mixed up right now, but told him not to have guns. No, no, no. Before that, part of the bail thing, yeah, he wasn't supposed to have no guns around, yeah, because I think that's because of his mum shit or whatever. And the whole fact of him going live, showing guns and shit, he broke his own conditions. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
So
right.
it's crazy. So obviously, yeah, he definitely did dig his own grave. I know I'm telling this story all up and down and shit, but it's basically that, it's basically that. So
Damn.
crazy,
Yeah. This
crazy.
social media shit. I mean, I understand people, well, the people who do it for a hustle, to make money or whatever. But then you have people who are addicted to it,
Right,
who get on there, and I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow True Freeman like that, so I don't know. I do know it's somewhat of his history on social media or on YouTube, but I don't follow him like that, so I don't see everything all the time. But
right,
you like some people, I don't know about him. I have I guess, an assumption of him, but it's not fact until I know. But some people who are addicted to this shit, they make mistakes. Like, and I've been there looking at social media or participating when I shouldn't have, but I've never got to the point to where I'm on there just all out reckless, day in and day out. Like, that's crazy. And if he did that, I mean, shit. What can you say? That's some fucked up shit.
right. I mean, yeah, I mean, what? I mean, yeah.
But in the same breath
And
too,
and
like
the thing is,
people
yeah,
shouldn't be
I think
celebrating.
one of the YouTubers got the information. I think it was Vic Damone. Oh, you was watching right where he showed what you get for them kind of cases, what the sentence is, and it basically said go prison.
Mm.
Yeah, it said basically I'm expecting True Freeman to go to prison for at least 6 months. I'm expecting that just from seeing that paperwork. A
Yeah, and
minimum of
then
6 months. That means that's the least. That means I think he's actually on the least. So he's gonna get like 12 months, like a year, and like you'd have to do 6 months. I don't know if it's the same as that in America. You do half, right? Do
yeah,
half.
that's man, shit.
I think that's what I'm
That's crazy.
expecting. The least sentence they can give to a man, they're gonna give him 12 months. But we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll see.
I've been seeing some crazy shit going on the airwaves. You know, I hit a couple panels and just talked about other topics, not trying to
Right,
be caught up in the chaos I was caught up in. But
right.
I see, man. I see some crazy shit going on, man.
Like what?
Oh my god.
Like what?
You know that the same. Well, it's the same shit. You know, people get into it and start telling people's business, and
Right,
it's the same
right,
shit, man. But mm,
right. I mean,
it's
whenever you turn on YouTube, it's all that's the only thing to do. You know.
yeah. Again, like I say, it's like the ones. And don't get me wrong, I understand there's a lane for that certain type of stuff. But when the lane is too crowded, when you got so many people in it,
Right,
and like say for instance, there's nothing happening, then you have people desperate for what they call content, and then they just get to doing bullshit just to get something going and
right.
talk about a motherfucker.
Well, I'll
That's the
agree with that.
sad shit.
I think there's more people. You see these people that sit back and watch. I think more of them should become content creators just to fill up the gaps. Because even though I'm not subbed to people now because I lost that channel because of the dog face, I mean the horse face. But
Yeah, oh yeah, that's another thing. Like, cause I didn't even know when it happened. I didn't even know you had lost the channel and shit. I'm looking like, damn, what's up in that?
yeah, she's sub you flagged down my channel, RE, for Jedi. Remember? I love Jedi. Jedi, I've done this for you. You know what I'm saying? Though, for real though, I hope Jedi sucked on the titty. I hope
Yeah,
Jedi sucked on the titty for that.
but that with that situation, like, I mean, everything I've said is there's no more rest to say with the mother. Listen,
I know it's just lame,
do
innit?
not
I'm
get
getting so
drugged
sick and
down
tired
in
of
the
it though, bro.
swamp.
For real,
I
man.
understand, you got to do what you got to do when motherfuckers shooting at you, but don't just be careful, man. Like I said before, never wrestle with a pig because you both get dirty and the pig loves it. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
while
know.
they, I mean, I can fuck with that. I mean, I feel with these pigs, right? But I'm a bull.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? I pick up that pig with my horn, flip it in the air, make it land on my horn. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
seen you had did something on the what they call the purge law. In a lot of aspects, it kind of is like that because you got to look at it like these motherfuckers, second degree murder, all that other shit, man. They letting people out when the
bro,
when
did you
the,
see? Did you watch the video? You seen the time and dates and shit?
yeah,
January the 1st.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, like,
So
did you see the news? One more. Sorry to cut you up. One more news. Did you see what was on the American news today? How it's already started in America.
no,
Did
no,
you see
no.
that?
What happened?
You
No,
need to
no,
go.
no, no. I didn't see it.
You need to go check your news stations. It's already started, and like so, people's houses are being broken into, getting hammered. They're watching the house, robbing them, taking their money, using hammers and licking them in the back of the head. I was like, oh my god, how come it started so early when it's supposed to start January the 1st? And I was watching
Right.
it today, an American news shit, and I'll even put the video up if you want. The news channel,
Yeah, yeah,
put it
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Mhm.
But ever since this mayor of Chicago, you seen what that mayor looked like, right?
No, I don't really
It's
know
a
about.
it's a
Give me that.
woman who called Lori Lightfoot or whatever.
Mm.
People call her Beetlejuice because of the way she looked. But when she took over, like a lot of shit, motherfuckers been getting away with a lot of shit, and it's the politics, man. Now you got like the border of Mexico is where a lot of illegal immigrants come into the United States. So election season is coming up. So you got politicians, the ones who in a lot of these border towns, they're Republicans. You have two major political parties over here, Republicans and Democrats.
Let me ask you a
And
question.
go ahead.
What are the Mexicans doing wrong to you? Why you want to get them out so hard?
Oh, I'm Mexicans is my friends. It's not me that want to get them out, but I understand what a lot of people down there in those border towns are saying about them coming in and see, like, with say the so-called black folks, right? So
Yeah.
when the immigrants come over here, what happens is a lot of them get social services. Basically, don't they call it over there in the UK the dough? They're on the dough, meaning
The door, okay, to get
public
benefits
assistance.
and
Yeah. So when they come over and you have a lot of people that are on those benefits and they take up the benefits, then they complain like, hey, y'all go over here taking up the jobs, y'all taking up the benefits and all this stuff. So, it's a problem. And then when you look out west, take California, for example, not only do you have that situation going on, then you have the gang issues where, the not just Mexican, you have Guatemalan and all these other gangs, these immigrants that come in that are part of these gangs, you have chaos, war on the streets. So me personally, I don't know. I'm cool with a lot of Mexicans. I've been in
but
Mexico.
can I ask you this question? Is it being proven that Mexicans are causing these kind of troubles, or is it just them saying it?
Well, it's a little. It's some of both. Some of both.
Okay. I mean, you gotta ask
The
yourself
U.S.
the question: why all the focus on building a wall? It's not like
Well,
Mexico's going to war with y'all. It's not like what I'm trying to say. Like what I'm trying to say
right.
though.
A
Why
lot of
all the
that is
focus on that?
political. The U.S. See, one thing about the U.S. One thing about the founders of the United States. It's like they did a lot of dirty shit, right? To get to where we are today.
Right.
And we all know what you put out comes back.
Back. Right.
So
Right.
when their chickens come home to roost and you have these problems, when you look at California, the state right next to it is Arizona. And the state next to Arizona is New Mexico. Then the state next to that is Texas. All this was part of Mexico. These are actually Mexican territory. So, the
Right.
Mexicans, they gonna come back to, one way or another, they gonna come back to their little territory. So that's all you have. And then not all of them are bad individuals, With any society or group of people or nation, you have your desirables and your undesirables. It's just,
Yeah. I get.
politics play a major role in that shit and fuck a lot of shit up. So, but like I said, I'm cool with a lot of Mexicans. I be in Mexico when right now they have cartel wars going on. Shit, I be down there chilling. Motherfuckers, don't go to Mexico. Oh, it's dangerous. I be straight down that motherfucker, just chilling out. But
Right.
it is what it is. I don't
Right.
really. I see. One, look, you gotta look at it like this. Getting into some deeper into the shit, right? So
Yeah.
basically, what happens is the United States, through their agencies like the CIA and all that, they go down there and they cause problems and chaos. A lot of times they're the main motherfuckers behind those cartel wars, the
Right.
narco wars and all that. So
Right.
now you have these people who they can't live down there. It's, it's like Beirut. They warned, they scared their kids gonna get killed or pulled into it or whatever. So they look for a way out. I can't knock them for that. So then they
Mm-hmm.
come up to these borders and try to cross in to get some safe haven because they don't want to be. Just think of you living in a war zone day in, day out, day in, day out. Shit, you going, a lot of
Right.
people gonna be like, man, fuck this shit. We got to get the fuck out of here. So they go to where they think is gonna be safe, and you can't knock them for that. And I say you can't knock them for that because a lot of this shit, the United States started down there. This is what a lot of United States citizens don't understand about the problem. The United States creates these problems. You know
Right.
what I mean? Just like the Fast and the Furious shit. They called it Operation Fast and Furious when they sent a whole bunch of guns down there, but they put tracking devices in these guns so they could know who was using them. Nevertheless, though, this is the United States government. They dumped these guns down there. So now you got these people using these guns, killing and all this shit. And these people looking, the citizens, the ones who ain't got nothing to do with it, they're like, fuck this shit. We got to get the fuck out of here. So
Right.
they won't
Right.
come to the border. See, it's cause and effect. It ain't, these people aren't coming up here for no reason. This is basically in a nutshell. They're not coming into the United States for no reason. They have reason to come here. So now you see them fighting over what to do with the people coming in. No, you fix the problem. You stop interfering in their governments, their politics, and all that. You got the United States sending motherfuckers down there to assassinate presidents and, people in these governments of these South American countries who are not doing what they say. Then you got them dumping guns, running drugs, all that shit down there. What do you think is going to happen? These people, anybody with any common sense would try to get the hell out of there and run.
So
So,
how come the story don't break? How come like like Mexico don't put it out in the news and shit like to say, yo, America's robbed us, they done this, and now they're putting guns on the roads, and
well,
so
you have some,
America gets to hear.
you have some of them saying it, pointing this out, but mainstream media up here, they try to silence all that. But you have
Right,
some.
right,
I mean,
right.
even like I said, I brought up that Fast and the Furious. That was the name of the operation. That got brought out in the media up here. So people know. So, it is what it is, If it, say for instance, if it was me, right? Let's just say I was the president of Mexico.
Uh-huh.
I would get together with all the presidents of those South American countries, and I would come up with my plan would be this. Listen, let's get all these cartel leaders in a meeting. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna legalize, excuse me, we're gonna legalize drugs. But this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna use things like cocaine and all that for what it was intended to be used for medicinal medical purposes. Like cocaine is a very powerful numbing agent. So what I would do is I would tell these cartels, look, organize, and when you do, we're gonna legitimize the business as, to use these plants for what they were intended for. That way, everybody makes money, nobody's poor, legalize marijuana for recreational use and all that. But the harder drugs, use them for what they were what nature intended them for. Opium and all that, use that for, regulate it, industrialize, make industry out of it, turn all these cartel gangsters and all that into legitimate businessmen. And that's all. Now, Now,
Now you don't though. It creates more problems because there's going to be a lot of drug dealers out of work. You know,
no,
they
no, no,
call
no,
it.
no.
You know,
You're gonna
trust me.
create
No, no,
jobs.
no.
These
You know what
drug
it is?
dealers.
No, bro. Hold on. Let me just finish. You see, like this commercialized weed stuff. You know, it's all bull. Well, all right then. I can't really say that, but you know, it's more chemical induced than you know.
You
It's
talking
their
about the
factory made
weed
weed.
they sell in the dispensaries?
Yeah.
Yeah, but look what I'm saying though. Look how
No,
they
but what I'm
made.
saying is it's not as good as the original, so people are gonna still go back to the streets.
You're always gonna have that, but you
Yeah,
also gonna cut
yeah.
down on a lot of crime. If you turn these syndicates, these cartels into legitimate businesses, this is gonna cut back on a lot of all that killing in these street wars. Now you're never gonna get rid of crime completely, but you're gonna deal a blow to where you don't have people trying to run out of their countries and all that. You know,
Nah, I can agree, but I can't agree because all right, then let's talk about crack cocaine. People take crack, right? Some people take crack, whatever. Crackheads take crack, right? So
mhm.
how are they gonna get their crack if everything's legalized? And then when it comes to making money, it's not like they're gonna have a job to get money. They're gonna be robbing on the streets.
You talking about crackheads?
Yeah, crackhead, heroin addicts, crackheads.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
crackhead.
saying?
Well, look, crackhead, crack in the
It's
United
coke.
States is not right now in the U.S. Right,
Uh,
heroin and all type of opioids are the shit. Like even when you look at these pills and shit, is Molly's, ecstasy, perks, all this shit is opium coming back. And when people
right,
can't get them or can't afford them, then they go back. They lean on heroin. So
right.
heroin is making a big comeback. Crack, it's dying. I ain't gonna say it's dead,
Okay,
but
okay. Let me stop here because listen, let me tell you the game. Have you noticed like it's like trainers, it's like running shoes, right? Have you seen all the different designs that Nike's got and Reebok's got? And have you
uh,
also noticed that these same designs keep coming back over time? You
yeah,
got classics, right? And the same classics come back one time a year or every 2 years. You see, so everything goes around. So basically, what I'm saying to you, you can take crack out the picture once everybody gets used to these opiates and stuff you're talking about, and it's just always about. Then they're gonna reintroduce crack again as a new thing, and people are gonna jump on it. So you the problem never goes away,
right.
and you
But
can't
if
control crack.
but if you like I said, if you legalize, like I said, if you legalize that shit in South America, of course you're not gonna just eradicate all crime, but you're gonna deal a severe blow to the crime rates there, to where you're not gonna have all these people running to the borders seeking safety and all that. You
Okay.
look at the amount of jobs you're going to create. You look at now you're getting rid of a lot of these cartel wars because all of them are legitimate business. All these people involved in these cartels, now they're making money legitimately. Now they can expand their business and hire people legitimately. You're going to have people from all over the world coming in or doing business with them. This is what,
Okay.
in my opinion, people like the groups like the CIA and all that, they don't want to see that happen. They love
Right.
the chaos, keep
Right.
Mexico in chaos, because another thing you got to look at and why the U.S. do what they do. Mexico is on the United States border. So they don't want Mexico to get too independent, because if they do, now if they start doing business, let's say for instance with a country that don't like America, like Russia. And they develop ties with Russia, and now Russia is doing business with them. And you see Russia over there. Now you have one of America's adversaries at their doorstep. So this is why they keep places like these South American countries in chaos. They got to keep
Yeah.
them in chaos, because if these South American countries look at what's in their best interest, they would do business with all kind of people and not the United States. But these presidents that they put in power in these countries, most of them are puppets for the United States.
Right. Right.
Come on, man. Mexico been dealing with. Let's take Mexico for example. They've been dealing with this problem for I don't know how long. You think I'm the only motherfucker who think like this? No, they probably been figured this shit out decades and decades and decades and decades ago. But the
Mm.
problem is, the U.S. infiltrating, putting people in power to keep stuff. They keep them at a certain level,
Right.
and that's the
Right.
problem.
Right.
Now, when you
It's
look
just
at
like
it through the
England's power over Jamaica. Same thing.
yeah.
Same thing.
So, I forgot. Yeah. So, what's going on with that queen passing away? That's
She
been,
did.
big news.
She did. What happened is, yeah, Prince Charles was fucking her, right? Get me? And she had the orgasm and died.
Oh no! Don't do it. I heard they
That's the
go
best way
crazy
to go
over the
out.
queen over there. They'll come knock on your door. What do you say about the queen now?
I be like, listen, yo, I said to people, instead of saying she dropped down the stairs and broke her toe, I said she was having sex and died nicely. What's wrong with that? I'll go into court and say that. What's wrong with that? That's a nice way to go out. Don't you all agree? Watch all the old people go, yes, and smile. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, just do something.
Did they finally bury her today or no?
Huh?
I said, did they have her another funeral or the funeral for her today?
Yeah, she's been there for 2 weeks now and they're still dragging her around. Taking her to this place,
When
that
they gonna
place.
put her in the ground?
Talk about dragging somebody's body.
You
Taking her
you
all
know the
around
day
the
they gonna put her in
UK.
the ground?
Huh? No, she's not in the ground yet. She's been traveling around. Like they've been dragging her to all different cities and shit.
No, that's what I was asking. Do you know when they're gonna put her in the ground?
Oh, I ain't got a clue on I'm not invested like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I saw that. I was like, damn. It was a surprise when I saw it. Like, oh, she dead finally? She lived a long ass time.
Right?
90 what,
Right.
6?
Yeah. She had more than the money's worth.
Yeah. They were saying places like Jamaica and all that wanted to be free from the them, get out from under them, the monarchy.
They were saying what?
They were saying places like Jamaica wanted to get away from them, like
Of course.
get out from under the monarchy.
Yeah, of course. Because remember, listen, Jamaica's in the state that it's in, looking like it's poverty because of the whole England rule. You
Right.
understand? It's just like he was saying before, you keep these countries down, nobody wants business with them. Now I understand why Jamaica's still looking the same way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it now. May they all rest in peace. Set my people free.
Yeah. That
You
shit,
know?
man. I saw that. I was like, damn. I wonder, but in a lot of aspects, when you look at it, The queen fucked Charles up. Look how long she held on.
I know.
Look how old Charles is now. He ain't gonna be king for long. You know, he mad at a
Get me.
motherfucker.
I thought that. I thought this guy's ready to go next week.
Right.
Don't get him too excited. He might have a heart attack.
He ain't got that long to be king. You know, he mad at a motherfucker. Like,
That's
you know,
crazy.
you know how long I waited.
Yeah.
Stop.
He
But
made me wait
yeah,
all the time, and now king with walking stick.
bitch, you know how long I waited for you to die? Look how old I am. What I'm gonna do?
I was
Yeah,
waiting to become king just to go to a what you call it, a strip club. Imagine that he was waiting to go to be king to go to his first ever strip club. The man's like 99. Oh, that's crazy.
this motherfucker old as shit. Finally
That's
becoming
the one
king.
that looks like he's dead already, isn't it? The one that
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy.
So let me, cause you know her husband passed away before her. So
Yeah, yeah.
if she'd have passed away before her husband wouldn't have got the throne and still would have been Charles.
I really,
Is that what would have happened?
I really don't know how that shit works out. I'm
But yeah,
confused too.
man, you had to feel bad for Charles. Like, damn, homie, you gonna be king for like 9 months. You look like you on your way out too. Your mama fucked you up bad for real though. Like, damn, you waited all this fucking time.
Oh, the queen was buried yesterday.
Oh, okay, see?
Yeah, time to put it in the
Well,
chat.
they buried in that up under the what is it, Buckingham Palace or one of the motherfuckers. I heard they buried him under.
They should have put her in the back garden with the rest of the bodies.
Hmm.
Did you hear about the kids' bodies found in their back garden?
Oh no, I
In the
thought it was
queen,
they buried under
in
the
the queen's
castle or
royal back
something.
garden, those dead bodies. Funny how they got there. None of them soldier guys seen the body get in there, right?
Right.
Uh, and they mentioned it and then let it go quiet. I notice this is what they do, yo. To when they get caught out, they mention it once and then it goes quiet, like it's never spoken again. But yet you got people queuing up on the streets for, you know, saying goodbyes. Fuck that, man. That's demonic as fuck. Kids in your back garden, dead, buried.
Yeah.
Okay. This
That's it.
disassociate me from anything to do with her. I don't carry that DNA.
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Right. Right. Ding dong, the wicked dead, pat on the head. Now she's dead. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead.
Yeah. But hey, they'll never, like I was telling people over here in the US when the talk about reparations for slavery came up. And I was like, one of the main reasons why they don't want to pay reparations is because it's not going to only be the United States paying reparations. Because in actuality, the Queen, that monarchy,
Right.
they owe
Right.
money.
Right.
All the countries that took part in it has to
In
pay.
it. Right. And
A
they're all
lot of
gonna
the
snitch on each
Arabs.
other. That's what I'm saying. England don't get a pass at all. And I wouldn't let England get a pass.
Right.
You understand? They was in control of that slavery shit at one point. You
A
understand?
lot of
In
the
full
Arabs, a
control.
lot of the Africans, a lot of them
Right.
have to pay. They got to be held responsible. This is why the reparation talk, it goes nowhere because, you know, I mean, when I say it goes nowhere, I mean on a large scale. Now, you do have some people trying to do whatever, but on a large scale, the whole world owes us.
Right.
I
The
know all this.
whole world.
I know all this. And you know, we got black people today that would defend the hell out of them, these people that owe us. You
Yeah.
understand? Like, it's crazy.
Unfortunately,
That's why I feel
yeah.
like, crazy. Carry on, carry on, carry on.
No, but you know, you got the whole world that was in on this shit, and
Right?
they owe. So
Preach that shit.
this
I
is why
know.
reparation talk, because you know them motherfuckers ain't trying to come up off that money.
Hey, bro, you know what? It's easy to tell who was in on it, you know. Every other race that thinks it's got some kind of power over you as a black person was in on it. It's simple, you know.
Well,
It's
this is what
absolutely simple to tell because you can tell because they was taught that way. They was taught to look down on black people as a race. So you got that's how the ones that don't move like that are the ones that wasn't taught that way. The ones that had nothing to do with it. But all the other ones that move like that, I think they're better than us and blah blah blah, niggers and all that shit. They're all part of the chain, bro.
right. Well, you
All of
know they
them,
kept
all of them,
records
blah.
on, you know, this shit. So I mean, the whole world owe. So
Right,
this is why
right,
you know they don't really talk about it seriously,
right.
because they know, motherfucker, we ain't the only ones that owe. Y'all owe too. So we gonna need a couple trillion from y'all. You know, everybody ain't gonna want to get down with that. People gonna be like, oh. So now, will reparations happen? I don't know, but I'm just stating
Never
that's the main problem of it.
The only time that's gonna happen is when we go to war and
Because
win.
the United States, the truth about the United States is gonna come out if you know this shit. Because
They
really,
need, you know what? You know what Americans need to do? Focus more on telling the stories of the parts of America that they put underwater, them black built cities that black people built up and it was running nice. Y'all should be promoting that story like a motherfucker. That's what. But I've no. Hey, listen, I had one video clip of that, right? Of a woman explaining it. She had all these pictures, and I tried to put it on YouTube and Facebook, and it got blocked straight away. Straight away, denied on Facebook, denied on YouTube, saying I can't upload that shit. So they're doing their best to hide the truth,
you know they changed a lot of rules on YouTube now, right?
right? And on Facebook.
Yeah, they do it to it's not gonna be so easy to flag anymore. They
Okay,
changing a lot of shit. So a lot of content that really couldn't get through before is gonna get through. Like it's a lot of shit.
yeah,
All those people who ran around, you know, they doing all that flagging and shit, they gonna find it kind of hard to do the shit now. Well, coming up. Hold on a second.
well, sooner or later, like you know why YouTube's so fucked up because it's a free site, man. That's why if people had to pay, they wouldn't move the way they have to move like this.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers, they don't they spend too much time beefing on the internet and they not paying attention to what's going on around them. Now, some people, I mean, it's just useless trying to tell them or show them what's going on around them because they never gonna get it.
Right.
Never, ever, 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 ever. I mean, you have motherfucking senior citizens on the internet beef in this beef shit and doing little fucked up shit, then you already know what that is. That ain't gonna never change.
Right.
So
Right.
why waste energy on these motherfuckers? Like,
That's why the best thing to do is just carry on going as you go. Those that fuck with you would join on. Those that can see through the smoke you smoke would join, would stay around. You know what I'm saying? The rest of them are
right.
just clowns, obviously. And you can tell which ones are the clowns. Are the ones that just keep running off every time when you're talking on something positive. You know what I'm trying to say? The ones that are always about looking for the dumb shit content. They're the ones that you don't want around.
Man, listen. You got all kind of motherfuckers on here. Motherfuckers running scams. Cliques of motherfuckers running scams on people. Oh, hold
Right.
on.
I know, Tom. I think this is like an elderly people lane.
Yeah, that's it, man. You got all kind of crazy shit going on. People running scams on each other. Just,
Right.
while
Right.
motherfuckers talking about, because when you really look at it, I was looking at this shit and I seen something and I thought to myself, like, uh, somebody was calling somebody out for running a scam. And when you look at the scam, basically, it's like a lot of people involved. So when you look at that, people do shit like I don't know, like you know what RICO charges are, racketeering charges. I don't know if they have that over there in the UK.
Yeah, racketeer charges and things like that. We don't have them called like that, but so you have similar things, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah, but from what I was looking at and what somebody basically showed me behind the scenes, a lot of these motherfuckers could get RICO charges for the dumb shit they doing. And I just looked at it and I was thinking to myself, like, man, are you serious? Like,
Hmm.
if you're gonna be involved in shit like that, right? You don't want to piss people off that know about it. You want to keep, shit cool and collective as possible. You don't really, but it's people in their egos, I don't know.
Mm.
But just trust me, like, for what I see, it's gonna be a whole lot of more scandalous shit going on. And when that shit blow, I'm just gonna be like, man, man, man. Like niggas is out actually out here running whole little syndicates and shit, thinking shit sweet. But when you piss motherfuckers off, when they get to talking, oh well, tis what it is. And that's all it is. But yeah, man, I seen, man, I ain't, I'm finna bring, never mind.
Say again.
Never mind. All right now. But yeah, man, you know what gets me, right? Let's say, for
Yeah.
instance, somebody who jumps around and say they can't stand when somebody puts kids in something.
Uh-huh.
But them themselves, well, like they like, I can't stand when somebody talk about people, family, and their kids, but then themselves, they do it themselves.
Well, I can't
Like
take
you
people like
just hypocritical to the motherfucker.
No, they're not hypocrites. They're slow.
no, it's
Uh,
hypocrite.
They're slow. They're slow. Like when Ari posts a, a statement saying 10 things to do today, leave my house, meet people, have some fun. You're like, but you never leave your house. Why are you telling people that they should leave their house when you don't leave the house? That, they should go and have fun when you don't have fun. But what I
What did you
wanted to
say?
say,
10 things to what did you say? 10 things to do. Leave my house was one of
yeah,
them.
yeah, like,
So
go
not
out,
go
have
to the
fun.
store, not leave my house, she put.
Like go outside, have fun, visit a new shop, have dinner somewhere, go to a show, just like a list of things like her advice
Mm,
she's
mm,
giving people, but she never leaves the
mm.
house.
It was just gassing it, man. It's gassing it.
But
It's
I
just,
heard a really interesting story about Ari the other day. She was telling a story about how she was attracted to a
Yeah,
stud,
yeah, yeah.
and this stud liked
Somebody
her.
sent me the clip.
And I was thinking to myself, but you look like a man. No stud wants a man. A stud woman will want a girly girl. And she's saying
so
how this
wait,
stud
what are you
smelt
saying to
so
me now?
nice. This
So
stud,
what are you saying? She found love somewhere else.
when she was young,
Oh, she's talking. Oh, okay.
when she was young, she fancied this stud. This stud looked good. This stud smelt nice. But the only reason she didn't go with this stud was because she didn't want to end up in jail. But I was like, there is no stud that would want you because you look like a man.
Man,
And not just that, that would make you gay or bi-curious. So how can you call Seven gay when you're bi-curious? That's just another example of their slowness.
The words that she got to say don't mean a Ross that
I
I'm
know.
gay. Listen, she
I
is
know.
gay and she still couldn't even get pussy. Facts. You understand? So
She couldn't
make that
even get
make
finger
sense.
dick.
You get me? Why she wants to call me anything? She's so irrelevant to life itself.
I
If
know.
she only wishes she could see how many girls suck my dick. You understand? Get me the clown. Like I wish YouTube was a place where you could put up them kind of videos. I wish. Get me. I really wish. Just
And I
show that
heard
shit.
and I heard
Get me.
Random giving Miss Rusling advice
Yo,
about
hey, man.
losing weight.
Ugly heifer trying to comment on my sexual life and that. Tell her to shut her
Oh,
ugly
but
ass up,
but
man.
listen.
God damn.
Random was giving diet advice to Miss Raslin, who's 60 something, who shouldn't even be on YouTube. But anyway, Random was saying that when she wakes up in the morning, all she does is she drinks water and she only eats red meat once a month. And I thought I was going to die laughing because I was thinking, but you've got a colostomy bag.
That's
you
why?
can't you can't
No, no,
eat.
no, 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 no. There's not. No, no, no. She's right in what she's saying. She hardly eats food. She's
Yeah,
hardly got an appetite, right? And she drinks a lot of water. So that's all facts. What you just said. Once a month, she eats a bit of meat. She hardly eats meat. She finds it hard to eat toast.
exactly.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to say, like, yeah, like,
But
get
she's
me,
not
like,
someone that should be giving diet advice.
but she's well, she shouldn't be giving the no advice. Diet's got it all in the name. She's done a diet, right? What's she talking to her for advice for? She's trying to put on weight. She's coming off her diet.
Well, if she ditches her colostomy bag, she'll lose about 5 kilos. But they're all the people on YouTube are just in that dysfunctional sector. They just feed each other's dysfunction. It's like going to a mental asylum and they're running the place. That's how ridiculous they are.
Mm.
You know, and they're all chasing YouTube dick. I mean, don't you think these women should have something better to do in their real life than chasing YouTube dick?
Not really. You know when you actually think, and I'm fucking with you right now because you're making a good point. But when you think about it, Tanya, and you think some of these people are out there, like and they don't
Hmm.
go out their house, so
Hmm.
they're gonna chase dick. They're gonna just sit on YouTube and chase it. So when you think of it like that, even though it's you know what I'm saying? Well,
Okay,
yeah, like
and I want to
I've actually
debunk
thought
another.
what you thought,
I want to debunk another myth. Ari. There was a time when Ari was saying calling the police is snitching,
right?
but she called the police on her son's girlfriend and made her son's girlfriend and her son leave.
Listen, let me tell you something about Artie. Artie is the biggest fake on this planet. I remember when she was racist. I
Yeah.
remember when she was racist, and then she wasn't racist, and then she was racist again, and then she wasn't racist. This girl just does anything to fit into anybody's group. She tries to be some kind of whack ass leader, but she's not.
Yeah.
She's
She's trying
she's
to
just
get
an
monetized
irrelevant
now.
clown,
She's
yo.
trying to get monetized. For what purpose, Ari? Let's be honest. What advertiser is going to
Well, yeah,
follow your
monetized. She's
program?
not a YouTuber. She's not a con. Didn't she say that to Jedi?
Yeah, but
She's
now
not
she
trying to
wants to
be.
be.
She's
Now
not.
she wants 1,000
Oh
subs in
my
one of her
god.
channels so she can be monetized.
Oh, I hate hearing about this bitch, man. Oh god, she's just up
Well,
and
I like
down with
listening
it.
to her
She's just fucking
fantasies.
stupid, man.
You know,
She's just
this is the woman that can't afford her own coffee. She has to have people buy
exactly
her
my point.
coffee.
Exactly my point.
She has to have people buy her son bath towels because she can't afford to buy him bath towels and
Why
hoodies
can't she afford it?
because she's on a fixed income. She's on benefits, isn't she? She's on
So what does she
disability.
what does she spend the money on?
Um, struggle food.
Oh shit. Like man,
I mean,
I
these
don't know.
people are not people that you would associate with in real life. These are these, and not, and I know, Unseen, you probably haven't seen the video of True Freeman, but my God, his house is like a hoarder from hell.
Yeah, that's what I
Even,
was asking Seven about. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, the police, the police went into the basement and they said, "How does he use this washer dryer? Because all covered in dust, right? We've covered in boxes." And down there, he's got a brand new bike and he's got a treadmill. And then he's got boxes upon boxes upon boxes. When you went upstairs, there's a woman lying in a bed who I thought was a man with newspaper over the windows. You know, like yellow brown newspaper, it's so old. And when they opened a cupboard, it was just full of books. They opened another cupboard, it was full of toilet paper. And there's just clothes everywhere. They go into True Freeman's bedroom and he's got a sheet as a curtain and clothes everywhere and boxes everywhere. I mean, this
All
man
right, let's go back to the
hoards.
subject now.
I'm
Get
just
me.
doing it
Let's
for
not
I'm
skip
just
to somebody
updating.
else.
I'm just updating Unseen. So, you know, these people are failures. That's it. They've failed in life.
Yeah, and then when you look at somebody who's at a certain age and they're not where they want to be or not where they should be, there's nothing wrong with getting up and going after it and getting yourself together. Now,
Right?
the problem I see with a lot of people, is they don't do it. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm like 70 years old and
Hmm.
I lose everything and I don't have a penny to my name. I'm gonna do whatever I got to do to get, at least to a comfortable status to where I ain't got to beg, borrow, steal, lie, cheat, none of that. Like, I don't understand a lot of these people. Like, how do you let social media interfere with you getting to where you need to be? If you see shit is wrong in your life and you don't try to correct it, I mean, okay, let's take social media for example. Now, like how you were saying a minute ago about somebody trying to get monetized.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you? Okay, if this is the case and you're in a situation to where things are fucked up in life for you, and you see an opportunity for you to make an income,
Mm-hmm.
why would you participate in a lot of bullshit that's gonna hamper you and do things that's gonna come back to you instead of going the correct route to getting this monetization or whatever it is you're trying to do? Like, I just don't understand that. And maybe some people get caught up in seeing somebody doing something that's working and getting numbers for them. So okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make friends with them and I'm going to go that route and do that. But at the end of the day, you don't know this group of people could be like a bunch of scammers.
Hmm.
And you're putting your hopes and uh,
Yeah,
let
but
me
these are
stop before
people.
I say too
But these are people that have had nothing all their life. They've had no attention, no education, no career opportunities, no stability in relationships, multiple children by multiple fathers or mothers. All they know is robbing Peter to pay Paul. All they know is scrabbling about in the dirt to find a nickel. That's all they've ever known.
but here's the thing though.
So YouTube becomes their hustle, but even then they don't know how to hustle because all they do is they come on here and slag people off 24/7, and they think
And
that's
that's why they come
content,
up here.
and
Think
they think
about it. You
that's
don't need no
content.
skills. Think about it.
Yeah,
You don't need skills. You know. That's why they're
right.
all jumping up here in their ages.
Yeah, but they're getting older and older. These people, like,
Right, because you don't need no skills.
But my
See?
thing is, I came from those same areas, coming up the same way. There was never a time when I've been hustling ever since I was 7, going up to grocery stores, carrying bags for 50 cents, shit like that. Like I never,
but you got a different mentality.
yeah. I mean,
Unseen, unseen. There are those that do, and there are those that don't. It's that simple.
right. But at some point, when you get,
I mean, these are the
let's
same
be
people.
real.
When they die, they can't even
Easily.
afford to get buried.
Let's be real. When you get to like 60 goddamn years old,
Hmm.
what sense have you accumulated? Like I just, it's hard for me to fathom. And coming from these places and seeing this and growing up in it, it's hard for me to fathom. Once you're able to make a change for yourself, you don't attempt it, you don't try. Like I don't get that at all. I don't get it at all. At all. Now, if you like, okay, let's just be real here. A lot of these people, especially in these black sectors and all this, a lot of them, they don't have shit to do. They're on disability.
Yes.
And there's not hard. All you gotta do is pretend like you crazy. Some of them are crazy, but pretend like you crazy, get a disability check, and you don't have nothing else to do. So they get on social media, but why participate in bullshit when you could take this as an opportunity to create decent content? And I know a lot of them have different social media pages so they can network on different platforms and grow a legitimate business to make you an income. I don't give a fuck how old you are. It's never, as long as you got breath in your body and
They're
fingers
not
in a
that
book.
smart. They're not smart enough. These are the people that expect handouts. That's it. These are the people that play victim all their life. They have no interest in working hard, breaking a sweat, and having a career. They're not interested. They think that they can come on YouTube and people will give them money. That's it. They think that what they do has no consequences. And now people see that people are willing to turn up at your house. Maybe the tide has turned, but these people have no desire to do better. As long as they're getting by and they can buy or sell a few food stamps, that's good enough for them.
And
That's it.
unfortunately, I think you're right. I think you're right.
You know, these people have no ambition in life because if you have ambition, you have drive. And if you have drive, you'll do something. These people don't do anything. I mean, when you look at it, even if I know this is going to sound disgusting, Seven, please don't throw up in your mouth, but even if Ari, for example, had a talent, right? Because she's clearly good on a computer, right? Even if she used that skill as a side hustle to to make money, then you got to respect that. But she doesn't. She just comes up here and just chases young men so that she can fantasize about them.
Listen, hi everyone.
Tanya, I didn't. You change your picture again.
I like it.
Hello.
Hello.
How you
What's
What's
going
doing,
up?
on?
You're
peaches?
doing Tanya.
What's up? Peaches to all of y'all. Yeah.
How you doing?
I
You
just
alright?
kind of, huh?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I got nothing else to do. Yeah, I was talking about
What
what's the subject you talking about? Maybe I could add my
before
two
before
cents.
before we do that, what's going on with R. Kelly?
He
Oh,
was convicted.
well, he won't be sentenced until next year, February 23rd of 2023. He's looking at a
Oh,
minimum or maybe a maximum of 10 to 90 years.
He
oh
got
what?
convicted out of 6 out of 13 charges.
Yep. And Tim
Why
And
does
six
Norman,
a
what? How long?
huh?
How long? How long
Well,
did they say?
they say he's looking at 10 to 90 years, seven.
10 to 90, 9-0.
yeah?
Yeah.
Why does America give these ridiculous sentences? You can only live one lifetime. You got
Well,
people in prison
well,
for 128 years.
well, Laughing Tom, he's got 30
The
in New
guarantee
York.
won't come out.
He's serving 30 in New York. So whatever he gets in New York, they're going to add it up to here in Minnesota. So he's looking at 10 to 90 years here in Chicago.
But when
But
he
he,
does that 30 years, do they
yeah.
then move him to the state that he was
Well,
convicted of for the next crime? Because it's not
well,
fair on New York to always
well,
pay the
I
prison
don't know
bill.
how it's going to work, but they're going to try to combine it. I think the prosecutor said something about that after the press conference the other day.
Okay.
So they're going to try to combine that with, but he's got Cook County and Minnesota. I think they're state charges. I think they're state because he's
Okay.
convicted of two federal already. And they did Tim Norman of Sweetie Pies. He's looking at lifetime behind bars for his role in trying to off his own nephew.
Tanya, have you been looking at the Nicholas Cruz penalty case?
No,
Oh,
what
it's gone crazy.
I
He's
haven't. I've been
You've got to
watching the.
start watching it. You've got to watch
I've
it.
been watching the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp defamation. Also,
No,
that was
you've
a
got to
train
watch
wreck.
Nicholas Cruz, the penalty phase, because his defense attorneys have
Yeah,
tried to declare
Gary.
a mistrial because
Yeah. Well, they still.
the judge told the lawyers to
Yeah.
stop faffing about, to stop talking when she's talking, to sit down and stop walking around the courtroom, to stand up when they talk to her, and to, stop playing games because it's
What's he up
unprofessional.
for? What's this for?
Nicholas Cruz, the penalty phase.
For what?
Well, his
Yeah. Well,
lawyers.
I got. You know what? Let that little snot just die.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
let him die.
they're
That's
gonna.
all.
Do you know what's gonna happen? Is he
Yeah,
will
I
get
know they
it.
had a hissy fit, and
Yeah,
they rested their case. Yeah, yeah. I just
yeah,
say
yeah.
after him, just let him freaking die.
But
I don't want him to live.
Tanya, he's 23.
I don't really care, Laffy Town. Let him freaking die.
I know, but I'm saying I thought he was only like 19. I didn't
That's
realize he was
no.
23.
Well, he's a
And
he.
do you
Not
know what
much
he
of a
did?
difference, is it?
Now,
Can
this is what I
y'all
want to.
fill
Let me
fill
talk
me
to
in on the
Tanya about
case?
this. Tanya, do
Yeah.
you know? This is what I've got a problem with this.
Why?
In the Nicholas Cruz's trial,
Yeah.
right? They are saying that there's a big argument about evidence relating to swastikas that he had on his
Yeah.
notebook and
Yeah.
on his
Yeah.
bag,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he also wrote the N word.
Yeah.
And the defense attorney was said that swastikas are more offensive than the N word.
You know what, Laffy Tom? In the end, he go freaking let him
He's probably
freaking
right,
die.
actually. He's
Let
probably
him
right.
freaking die. Let him freaking die. That's all.
He's going to appeal whatever sentence they give him. He's going to
Well,
appeal.
listen, the jury already went
Killed
to the
only one.
school.
Doesn't mean he did
He
it.
already went to the school, Laughing Tom.
Yeah, I'm going to
He
watch that
already went
tonight.
to the school, and they had the jury out there because they didn't change nothing. It still smells of death there at that school. They haven't changed a doggone thing. When they went there, it still smells of death. Seven, dad, and Tim Norman, he's looking at life behind bars. And now Alec Baldwin is still going to get charged for looking
Yes,
into that
be-
director. They still
because
haven't.
he did pull the trigger. He
Yeah,
said that he didn't, but he
yeah.
clearly he did.
And who said something about that actor? I forgot his name right now. He said if there was a real gun in there, he would have saw. I think it was was it not Tom Cruise? It was somebody who said that what Alec Baldwin did was a stupid uh thing there he did. This is worse than when Brandon Lee had that fake bullet in his prop. You know, I think that was a setup right there. That Brandon Lee did. I still think
But
somebody
why
put that
is
real
Alec
bullet in
Baldwin
there.
getting the heat and not the gunsmith?
Yeah, they're going to go out. The family's going to go after them. But as for R. Kelly, they say the victims want to get some compensation. But right now, the Sony records that I saw, they own his masters, and BMP UMBP owns his catalog. So whatever they want to sue him, they have to sue him, not the record company, because the record company owns his masters, and they can do the heck what they want with it, which is
Mm.
really ridiculous to me.
Tanya,
Yeah.
when do you think it will be okay for people to listen to R. Kelly's music again?
They'll still listen to it, Laffy Top. Either it's on YouTube. I think they can still play
But
his
it's not on
music
the
on
radio,
YouTube,
is it?
Spotify.
It's
Then
not on the
radio,
radio.
my radio station here in New York, they're not playing his music at all. At all. WPLS is not playing his music unless you go on online or go on Spotify.
Hmm.
I think they play his music there. Or I really don't freaking know, Tom. His name is Absolute Mud now, you know. If he
But
goes
but but
independent,
but
but
black
he still
people,
has to make money somewhere. But
yeah, but
right
black
now
people
he's
aren't very good.
his you know what, he had the '90s all freaking sewn up,
Yeah, we
and
did.
he just couldn't keep his. He's a narcissistic kind of dude that just couldn't leave well enough alone.
I know, but black people aren't very good at uniting against things. So
I
I
know
want to know
yeah,
when they
that's our
think it's going to be
downfall
a
on that.
when is it? Because it seems to be okay for Chris Brown to come to the UK and have a concert here, even though he is a woman beater. So
You know
is
what,
it going to is
Chris Brown is going to swallow his own sword too. Chris
I hope
Brown,
so.
Ti, and his wife, and
Yeah,
and right now everybody's taking L's. You
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Tom.
Hmm.
After all that with the Queen and everything,
Hmm.
and Prince Charles is king, you're for him being king or not?
I'm for him being king, but I just want to say something. First of all, I don't believe that Fanny Annie Queen Elizabeth was in that coffin.
You don't?
Right? Right? Because no one can be in the coffin for 11 days, and she was embalmed in less than 24 hours. And I just don't believe she was in the coffin when it first came out. Number
Well,
one.
well,
And
if somebody goes
number
in that,
two, I don't see why the British public should be paying for that funeral when they're worth 150 billion. Why can't they
town,
pay for their own funeral?
yeah,
And we
well.
picked up the security costs for your president.
Well, we pay for his security and everything as president, first lady. We have our governors, mayors, representatives. We still pay for them right here in America, and which to me is ridiculous, you know. But we got to vote them out. We have to vote these people out, vote new people in. But since every time we vote new people in, they be just as corrupt as the next person that we
Of course
voted
they
out
are,
for.
because politics is a career, it's not a
Yes, it is.
vocation.
And you know what? I think judges, Supreme Court judges, should not be a lifetime appointment. It should be just like what the presidents and representatives is 4 years and you're out.
Yeah, you
It's
said that
right
before.
now.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get a Supreme Court judge is out if they die or resign or they retire. That's it. That's it. Either they die, resign, or retire. But right now, being a Supreme Court judge is a lifetime appointment. It sucks.
Would you be up for a job on as a Supreme Court judge, Tanya?
No, I don't want to. It's a lifetime appointment. I would love to, but I would rather be on there for like 6 months, and that's it. I will be on there for 6 months, and I'm gone. That's it. I don't
You
want to
take
have a
the money and
lifetime
run.
appointment.
Tanya takes the money and runs.
Yeah, yeah, but right now here in America, if you're a Supreme Court judge, it's a lifetime appointment. If you're a representative, it's like 4 years until either you lose an election. Mayors, it's the same thing. You lose an election, you got to run, and president is an 8-year appointment. So right now, Biden is thinking of running for another 4 years. So he's in his 70s right now.
But
So
shouldn't that how can he be president in his 70s?
I really don't know. He
He
still
starts
think
to lose your brain
everybody has talked to
cells.
him and said, "Are you going to run for president in another run of 4 years?" But personally, I want Biden just not run for president for another 4 years. Really, really, get somebody in there. But right now we have nobody
But there isn't
in the
anyone.
Democratic Party that's up for the challenge right now, unless there's Kamala Harris.
So I
Is
say Kamala might run.
the only way you're going to get rid of the president if he dies or gets assassinated. That's it. And
Mm.
then Camilla Harris becomes president, interim president, and
Well,
she gets
she's
voted
probably
in.
president now. Just
Huh?
obviously, she's probably acting as president now because he's a bit senile. They say he falls over. Oh, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Seven,
Mm.
you still there? Listen, while the Queen was allegedly lying in her coffin at Westminster Abbey, Boris Johnson went to see her and he fell down the stairs.
Yeah. Well, he had too many parties there, Tom.
A lot of them seem to be slipping and falling.
Yeah, they
They
had too many parties.
they said Meghan was drunk.
He had
They
those COVID parties or something that Boris Johnson, those COVID parties. He
yeah,
must have drank something that made him want to
he
just
likes his
not
drink.
walk right or nothing.
Yeah, Boris likes his
People
drink.
don't like Boris Johnson. I hear
No, he's no, no, he's not a very nice
He's
man.
been made up. He's been made fun of in that show, Spitting Images. I keep seeing on
Yeah,
TV.
spitting image. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, he's not a
but
very nice
right now,
man.
our politics here in America is either you run you you're you're not president 8 years, Supreme Court a lifetime appointment.
Yeah, you
Mayor
can you.
mayor is 4 years. I think mayor is 4 years until you. Oh no, 6 years. 6 years for mayor. That's what our politics here and
Well, that's
there.
America.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Nicholas Cruz should just go up and freaking die, and that's it. And his
He's
lawyers is
he's
not
a
helping him
very
one bit.
he's a very strange.
Yeah, that's what you know.
Just
What?
he's a very strange person.
Yes, he is. And his
He's
neighbors, and he's got a brother, and his brothers try
and a
not to be
sister.
like him, but he's. They say that ever since then, ever since he was a kid, he was always strange. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and since then, right now he's looking at whether he's gonna live or die, and quite frankly, I think he should freaking die. But that's taking
Yeah,
a
I
long
think he
time
should.
for them to make a decision. They've been at this for like a couple of months now.
Yeah, I doubt he'll get the death penalty. I reckon they'll
Well,
give him life.
right now, right
Because even
now,
if he got the death penalty, they couldn't administer the death penalty. So
yeah, right now, George Floyd's two ex cops is right now worried about themselves in federal prison because Chauvin said
yeah,
he's worried about his safety in state, but he got nothing to worry about in federal because they'll probably put him in protective custody and like that.
yeah, but they'll just get to him through his food. That's one man that needs to not be here.
Who will be the next queen if you don't
No, they
mind me
wouldn't.
asking?
If Prince Charles dies, then Prince William becomes king, and then if he dies,
I don't think
then
we'll have another
Prince
queen,
Prince
right?
George. No, no, not for at least 3 generations.
Well, you don't think Camilla could do it?
No, she
I don't
wouldn't
want
be.
Camilla
She
to be
wouldn't be.
queen.
She'll never become queen.
Who will be Charlotte?
No, we won't have a queen. It goes by succession. So there'll be Charles. He dies, then his son William, Prince of Wales now, becomes king because he's the heir in
Um,
waiting.
now the
And then
now
when
the
he dies, George, his eldest son, becomes king.
oh,
You only
what
have a queen if there's no sons.
well, what about Harry and Meghan? You asked me that question last time. Will Harry and Meghan come back home to England? And
Yes.
you said you think they would come back to England.
I think they will, and I think these two will divorce in the next 2 years. And I also think she's pregnant again.
How can you tell?
I just looked at her tummy, looks a little bit bulgy.
So Harry and Meghan will leave California, come back home,
Yeah, in the next.
and then
Well,
Harry
I
and
think what they'll do is half and half.
but Charles is trying to get these two men to speak, and right now
Charles
they're not
doesn't want
talking.
Meghan. Charles doesn't want Meghan. He doesn't want Meghan, but he does want his son back.
Yeah, he'll have his son, but he has to deal with Meghan because he's got a
Yeah,
child. But
yeah, yeah. But clearly, from I don't know if you saw any of the funeral. It I mean, Meghan was really left out in the cold, you know. And so she should be. She doesn't have a
Yeah,
place. She's not a working royal, you know.
yeah.
She gave
Well,
that up. She
well,
wanted, you know. But the
She's
thing is, I can
married though to him. So
yeah. She
so
met.
so a woman that's married to somebody, if she's not a working child or whatever, that have no place in saying anything or do anything. Is that what you're saying?
he gave
So a
up.
woman got no right to the nothing.
He gave up his title. Prince Harry did. So Prince Harry is no longer a working royal. So therefore, he doesn't get free security. He doesn't get a place in the UK. He doesn't get paid by the state. He doesn't get anything.
No, he's in
They live in
California.
America or no? They live in America.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, when he married her and they decided to leave the UK, they gave up their
yeah. They
Yeah,
gave up
no, I'm
title.
asking
everything.
you that question. I'm asking you, like, when you just said she's not a working royal,
Yeah,
so
she's
she
not.
has no place, no nothing. She basically got no say. So
No, she
I'm
doesn't.
just
You're correct. Yeah, she doesn't.
so 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 so
She
so
And
was an
neither
she
does
actress.
Harry.
loses
And neither does Harry.
she
She was an
she
actress.
loses. Hold on, man. So she loses all power connection
Yes.
because she's not a working royal,
And Harry, both of them.
even though she's married to the guy.
Yeah, but he's not a working royal either. He gave up.
So,
He gave up. That's what I'm trying to explain to
yes,
you. Because he gave it
I'm
up,
trying to
both of
explain to you the
them.
woman's power right now. I'm trying to work out the woman's power, the woman's power. Don't care about Harry and that. Listen to what I'm saying to you. So because she's not a working thing, she basically loses all her rights.
Except to her husband, I suppose. Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm not talking about the husband. Why do you keep saying that for?
Because
I'm trying to
it
make an example
because
out of the woman. I'm
because
making an
her
example out of the
position depends
woman.
on her husband's position. That's why.
Yeah, okay then. So, but my point is, so does the husband still get a say?
No,
So they both don't get no says.
exactly.
That
Uh, you know what? The
Because they
royal
gave up.
family,
Yeah, they,
I can't believe you actually followed that madness. None of it makes any sense. Just showed you it's a devilish bloodline. That's a devil
I'm not,
bloodline.
and
None of
I'm
that
not
makes
against
sense.
you. I'm, you know, one of in my second degree, I studied history, so it's just it's not. I'm not a supporter of the royal family. Absolutely not. But this is what we have. So rather than be ignorant about it, I choose to be informed
I don't
I
about
have
think
it.
it.
none.
I think it kind of sucks.
I don't have that.
Well, do you know what? When I
Believe me.
think about it, right, one of the things that Harry and Meghan said is, oh, they want to make the royal family modern. If they want to make the royal family modern, then they should be like the Norwegian royal family. My daughter went to the same school in Oslo as the Norwegian royal children. They went to well, not, I mean, it was still a private school, but you know, they mixed with the people. They lived, you know, they cycled to school. They didn't have all of the
That's what he's trying
privileges.
to make. If he wants to make it more modern, that's
Yeah,
exactly what he's talking about
that's what
doing.
you should, yes, that's what you should have done, but you can't do that when you have his Royal Highness Prince Harry title over your head and you're expecting the police to guard you and the public to pay for your
But that's
lifestyle.
why he wants it more modern. That's why he said
but
he wants to make it more modern.
but making it more modern means not depending on the country's
Right?
purse.
Right? But he wants it to be that way.
No,
Like
he
you
wanted
said,
to make it modern,
you said
but he
your
wanted to be
word was
paid by the
your
government.
word, your words was he wants to make it more modern. That's
Yes,
a want. That means it's not
yes.
applied now. He wants
No,
to make that change sometime in the future, right?
yes, he does, but he
Yeah,
wants to do it on the
yeah.
government's money, on our money, whereas the Norwegian royal family doesn't take money from the state.
What's
That's the
Norwegian got to do
difference.
with it though?
Because
What
that's
Norwegian?
because
If
the
no, but what I'm saying,
European, well, Norwegian, the Swedish and the Danish royal family are modern royal
listen. Let's talk
families.
about UK modern.
But
Let's talk about that. Just follow in line with UK
well, we
I'll
don't
see
have
you
a
later.
modern. Okay, bye, Tanya.
Eh,
later on.
You know what? We should be the United States should just get rid of all our governors, mayors, and presidents, and vice presidents, and senators. We're tired of paying for their security too.
No, I wouldn't want to
I,
be in the
I
United States or in the UK. They're both devil countries.
I find it hard to believe
See
that
if
the
Pepper Peaches.
peaches, Tanya. I find it hard to believe that people that do silly things like act or sing or play a sport get the most praise in the country instead of people that do real jobs. That's what I find strange.
What's a real job?
Like being a doctor, or
That's a
being a
real job.
nurse. Yeah, you're saving people's lives,
Doctors,
or
are-
being a
doctors are killing
teacher.
people. Doctors are subscribing wrong medication to people and they're dying from it.
And doctors are also
Fire,
saving lives.
somebody working for the fire service, that's a real job. Sitting in the office isn't a real job. It may pay good, but it's not a real job. For a man supposed to
Yeah,
put hands on
yeah,
shit, now you got
yeah,
man sitting behind
yeah,
desks.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I agree. Carpenters. I mean, I think carpenters, plumbers, electricians. I think they're all great trades. We couldn't exist without them. They're
Right?
lifelong skills. Once you get those trades, no one can take that away from you. That's a trade. That's a skill. Always, always have respect for
Right.
those people. What I don't have respect for is people that just fanny ass around. And I've got to admit, like footballers are just good at kicking the ball, I suppose, and they earn millions
Yeah, but it's
for a short
sport.
period of time.
No, that's sports. That's different. Different. They can tear ligaments to be
Mm.
fucked for the rest of their life and shit like that. There's people that die playing football. It's like boxing, they get millions.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
them
yeah.
sports get millions because it's a life risk.
Yeah, I mean, for a short period of time, when you're at the top, that is, you're going to get loads of money because your career is so short. I get it. I do understand, but it's just funny how we think of sports people as being heroes and not a heart surgeon, not a
Who thinks
neurosurgeon.
sports do? Who thinks that? I don't think that. I don't think no sports person, no hero, never have a
No, I,
sport. To
I
me,
don't.
a sports person, is just somebody that does sport. You know what? People get gassed because they see people on the TV. Nah,
Hmm.
man, that's no different from actually playing a sport with somebody filming it. They're just a normal, average Joe that's
Hmm.
just getting paid for what they do. That's
Yeah.
how I look at people in life.
Well,
That's exactly
well,
whatever lane they're in, music,
yeah.
whatever the normal Joes to
It's
me.
yeah, it's just our tax bracket and how much money we might be worth that divides us. Apart from that, we're all the same. That's how I look at it.
I don't watch nobody's pocket, man. You know what I'm saying? The people are just the same to me. No damn different. They don't get no extra
Yeah,
grading, no extra
but
love
who
because
do
they can
you?
pick up a mic or they can kick a ball. No, fuck that. That's so what?
But who do you think has more influence, you or a football player?
And what's that got to do with anything?
No, I am challenging your argument that although you
No,
don't
no,
look
that's
at
not an argument. Who's got more influence? That boils that. And the question you're putting out there is basically who's known more. The footballer's gonna be more known than me, so he's gonna have more influence.
exactly, so it brings back
So
to the point that we
I should bow down to him.
no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you said that you don't watch people's pockets, and I agree you don't. But invariably, it is the people that have money that 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 have the greater influence. Usually, that's it. Doesn't mean it's right. I'm just saying that's just how it works out, and it
Yeah,
doesn't
but
mean
that
that
wasn't the question
influence is
though.
good.
Yeah, but that wasn't the question. But all right, cool.
Well, but I'm. It's a teaching moment to the point that you were making that you don't think sports people are heroes, and I agree with you. I don't think they're heroes too.
Exactly. And then you turned it to money.
And I was widening the point because
See, no, but you changed the question. That's what you did.
I didn't change
Changed
the
it.
question. I widened the point to come back to be able to prove your point was valid with evidence rather than just with words.
You confusing me now.
Right. The point is we both agree that just because someone is famous or rich, right, doesn't make them a hero, or on TV doesn't make them a hero. But people that are usually on TV, rich and famous, usually have more influence because of their position. They reach more people.
Yes.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean to say that their influence is good influence. It's just because of who they are and where they are.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you agree?
yeah, yeah.
So the fact
No,
is,
it's not there because you're going out. You're
no.
going off
So
the
this is
fence
the
again.
final point. The final point is, so people having money is a factor, even though it's not relevant to you and me. It is a factor when it comes to influence. That was the point I was getting to.
No, it's not because my why? So no. There's a lot of people out here that have got money and they don't know. People don't know they got money. You're talking about the whole point of being famous, not
That's what
money.
that's what I said. People that are famous, rich, and on TV. Those are the three. They got to have those three things.
You know how many people that are not rich and they're on
Yeah,
TV?
but I'm only talking about that group of people, like sports
Huh?
people. They're rich. Tennis players are rich. Motorcyclists are rich. Grand Prix drivers are rich. Footballers are rich. They're famous and they're on TV. So they're known. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about Bill down the road that might be a millionaire, but he's living a humble lifestyle. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about people that are on TV, rich and
Yeah, but
famous.
there are people on TV that are not rich and they're well famous, is my point.
Yes, I get your point, but I was talking about
Or they
people that
are
fall
rich
in.
and they're not that famous.
Well, there's always going to be variables, but I'm talking
Right,
only
right.
about the
So see,
group.
yeah, but
But
that
I'm
just
only
squashes
talking.
your shit though.
No, it's not. It's because I don't think you grasp the concept I'm trying to make.
No, I do. But
I'm
the
only,
statement you're making is a big statement, and it's wrong to make such a big statement like that
and
because we just proved that there are people out there that don't buy into it like that. We just proved it
yes,
by you disagree. Exactly.
yes.
So
But what I'm only applying this to people that meet all three criteria. That's it. Sports
okay, but who are
people.
they?
I said sport. You said sport people, and I agreed. It's okay. So I just took them as an example. That's all I did. I just used them as an example. They meet these three criteria. They have influence, whether it's good or bad, doesn't is immaterial. I'm just saying they are influence.
Yeah.
Their money.
Okay. Okay.
That was
Cool.
it.
All right, got it.
That was it.
I,
It's not a big deal.
I know, but it's dragged down from the first question. It was, to
Because
all this
sometimes
magic.
I try to explain things and go back to it with evidence, and you don't like it when I do that.
I know it's not that I don't like it. It just don't make sense.
It might not make sense to you, but if you listened through, you
No,
might then see my view.
no. We already proved the point that you went off the question, right? So if you listened, okay, see how simple that was. It's not like I was changing your shit around. I was trying to make a point of the whole thing of it being. I can't remember. I'm not even gonna go back to all that.
The
But
point was
I,
you don't watch their pockets. That was your point.
no, we was talking about influence and fame or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
and you said because they've got money, they have influence.
I said I'm not influenced by anybody. They're a normal person to me, and you trying to make a point of, but people that are famous or something like that, who the more influential to, or something like that. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, if they're famous, people see them on the TV, they're more blah blah blah. Then you
Yeah,
went into a different lane. Then you changed kind of the question or went into something else. Facts.
I probably did, but that's probably just because you're not familiar with my form of analytical reasoning and how I prove it with
Oh,
information.
good
That's
though.
all. That's all. It's just my I have to validate. If I make a point, I prefer to validate it with an example and then with evidence. That's
You
it.
know who who does the same thing as that.
I don't know. Oh,
Yes,
True
take one
Freeman.
guess. A YouTuber. Yes, take one guess.
True Freeman.
How did you get that straight away? Because you recognized it, innit? So you're up here dissing Tree Freeman, and you recognize you got the same skill as him.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of people have analytical reasoning. He's probably, you know, he. I don't know whether True Freeman is intelligent or slow. I can't work him out. I don't listen to him enough to have
I
that
think, yeah,
opinion.
I think he's just a bit crazy on top. That's it.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think he's definitely a bit crazy.
That's all it is, though. You know, like he carries that same attribute, like what you just said,
Mm.
and but it's a bit, you know what I'm saying? That's about it. He's probably got a couple
But
more things there.
But you know what? It's funny you mention that because I was watching his video and the police said to him, "We're going to read your Miranda rights." And he said, "Oh, I already know them." And then he started, and then he missed bits out, and he got confused. And I thought to myself, he actually thinks more of himself than is right to do. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're going to read.
Let me ask you that question. Do you think more of yourself
No,
in that kind of same predicament, whatever? Because then I
no,
know the answer, then, isn't it?
no,
No. Okay.
no. I mean,
Carry on. Carry on.
True Freeman might know a lot of things about dogs and guns. Fair enough. I don't know anything about guns or dogs compared to him, but you know, my impression of him, he just fucks himself up because he doesn't allow people to talk to him. He doesn't want to hear an alternative view, and he kind of lives in a delusional world, and I just can't figure him out. I can't understand that.
Now, I understand him. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I understand him. I understand him. You get me?
I don't understand why he lives like that. And you see him doing things around the house, like when he was doing the fence and all of that, and the barbecue stuff. And it just doesn't fit with his 25,000 TV screens to watch the CCTV cameras. But then I don't know the history of him like you do. So that probably is why I'm
No, but
confused.
listen. Cameras and shit is don't mean. Listen. Black people have forever had cameras in their house, and they've had good reason to, because police and other motherfuckers over time have had no reason but to come to your house and kick off the door and try some shit. That's a common thing for black people to have cameras, yo. That's
But these
common.
cameras are outside, they're not inside
You
the
see, in
house.
Birmingham, I remember back in like the 80s or was it 90s, early 90s, when people had them big metal shutters over their doors.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know them big metal, you know them big, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them. Yeah, man. Like that only recently died out like 20 years ago, but I'm just saying, like, it's serious like that.
But I don't think that was necessarily just because of police, was it? Wasn't that just because of crime?
That's because of, listen, all right then. So what was police doing to black people in the 80s and 70s? You think they weren't just coming around kicking off doors?
We have the same doors in London, but they're because they're in crime areas.
Yeah, but exactly. But doing crime, you don't notice you don't see police in the good areas.
Well, we
They're
don't see
always in the
police full
crime
stop in
areas.
London.
Listen. Police, right? You see, notice what you just said there, doing crime areas. How often do you see police in your area?
I don't do you know, I don't see police in London very often.
Okay, but so all right, so
You're more likely to see
all
police
right. Hold
cars.
on. Let me get what I'm saying, my point out and that. Right. So basically, you're saying you don't see police.
I see police
You don't see
cars,
them
not
around here. They're
policemen.
not around often like that. So listen,
No.
this is what I'm trying to say. Now, would you say that your area is a crime area? It's not that hard.
Well,
No,
I
the
think
answer is no. Come on, let's keep it
no,
going. Come
because
on.
I live in three different properties. So in Canterbury, no. In London, one of them maybe yes, and the other one no. So
Is your area a crime area? Yes or no? Where you live, is it a crime area? Yes or no?
no.
So can you come
Yes,
on, stop being
yes,
silly.
yes, yes,
So it's a
yes,
crime area. It's high
yes,
in crime area.
yeah.
So you got all bagheads and drugheads walking around the area and
Uh,
all that
um,
shit.
no.
Oh
More
God,
like
come on.
car crime.
Car crimes. Car crimes, nothing. That's nothing. All right then. So cool. Boom. So there we just. So you live in quite a good area, a nice area, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There you go. So that's where I'm getting to. You know, you live in a nice area. So these places that they deemed to be, what was the name you used? High crime area. What
Yeah.
was the name you used? High crime. Have
Yeah.
you noticed you would never see police around areas like yours? They select these areas for high crime. They put their drugs and shit there. Make sure there's drug dealers there. Boom. So now it's a high crime, and now the police spend their time over there. You get me? And then y'all, people in the nice area, you get to see their reports that they put back on the news and shit, making you think this, that, and the other, when they most of the time set it up for it. They set it up for it to be like that. These high crime areas around your area, they were set up to be like that. And they put black people in these areas. Haven't you noticed all
Okay.
these areas that are high crime? There's blacks and Asians.
Well, Lewisham. I don't know if you know Lewisham in London. Lewisham in London is a very mixed borough. It's got a high population of black people, right? And there is, that's where Sasha Johnson was shot. So there is crime, and definitely gang culture.
So
And
yes
yet,
or no?
but
Yes.
Lewisham is also very affluent as well. And you don't see many police around there.
Show me the white area. Tell me the white area in London, yeah. And it's a nice area where the crime's high.
Well,
Show
that
me
would be
that.
somewhere like Kensington and Chelsea, which is a very wealthy area. But you
Okay,
still
and the
don't
crime.
see police. But
Okay, wait. Let me get my questions out. You don't have to long breathe it out. So listen, in these Choutney or whatever you just said, it's white
Kensington,
people that
Chelsea.
control these areas and it's high crime. Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about. Are you talking about the area where all there's like them white chavvy people are and they come outside their house and they cause trouble? I seen a documentary. I'm sure that was some part of London though.
Kensington and Chelsea.
Huh?
Kensington and Chelsea, yeah.
Nah, that wasn't the name. It was another
Chelsea.
name. Nah, it wasn't Chelsea.
Okay.
Something port or some shit. Is there? And
Um,
there's an airport near from it, I think.
City Airport. East Ham.
What's that part of London nearby
City
the sea?
Airport is in London.
But
Well,
nearby the sea, like close to the sea. What's that? What
we have
areas
the
around
river that goes straight through London.
the sea, the bottom of London, in it? Like
London
what?
isn't near the sea. We have the River
Listen,
Thames that
yeah, but
runs through.
listen, I'm saying what? Listen to my question. I'm saying what part is at the bottom of the London, bottom of the map, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, get me. What areas around there? Is it called Newport? Not Newport. Is there something
Newham.
called Port? Something Port.
No, we don't have any port.
Stockport.
We don't
No,
have
not
any
Stockport.
port. Stockport's Liverpool. We don't. We
Nah,
don't.
Stratford. No, no.
Stratford.
Actually, no. Fuck, I
We've got
forgot that.
Stratford. We've got Acton. We've got
Yeah.
East Ham, Silvertown. We've got Barking.
Anyway,
So,
there is a white boy area up there, and it's like full of chavs and shit.
oh, Essex.
No. That's it.
Okay.
But yeah, there is one white boy. But anyway. So my whole point is this: year you will never find like that a whole community with white people there, and it's bad like that. If anything, they would split up the bad ones. They kick them out of that community and put them mixed with blacks. And you notice that. And you notice that in the UK though, Pam.
But I think London. I haven't lived in Birmingham, so I don't really know very much about Birmingham. I've visited, but that's not the same as living somewhere. We don't see police very often in London. We see police cars, we see plainclothes police cars with the flashing lights, but you don't have policemen walking the streets.
That's
It's
crazy.
rare. It's rare if you see a policeman walking the street. You're more likely to see one of those community support pretend police. Do you have them in Birmingham?
Yeah, we got them all.
Yeah,
Got them all.
you're more likely to see those pretend police than the real police. I've seen more police today on the TV for the Queen's funeral than I've ever seen, probably in my lifetime. I've never seen so many police. So police walking the streets in London is a rare thing. It's not usual. I mean, even when I've had a friend and her house was broken into, the police said we don't need to come out. We'll just give you a crime reference number for the burglary. I mean, most police stations are shut down. They're turned into Sainsbury's or houses. It's it's hard to find an open police station.
Yeah, they shut them all down and put them to make one. We got one big main police station now. They shut most of them down.
Yeah, I mean, we've got
They're
a
doing it
big
to
one in
save money.
Hackney.
They're doing it to save money.
Yeah. Well, how does that save money when people are committing crime? I mean, there's a big police station in Hackney, but that's only because in the riots they burnt that police station down. So when they rebuilt it, they made a power move and to make a statement. But yeah, it's rare to see police walking around. I don't see them. And I'm glad that I don't want anything to do with them. So if I don't see them, that's no problem for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that just says you in a nice enough area. The attention's not there.
Yeah,
Get
but I
me? The
travel
worst
around
is,
London. I travel
yeah,
around
but listen
London
to
all
what I'm
day.
saying though, man. Listen to what I'm saying. It just shows that they moved the problem somewhere else, like they always do. And the problem's always in a place where there's majority blacks, Asians, and a couple of whites.
Well, it's funny
Facts.
you should say that there, Seven, because the thing that the police are catching on to at the moment in London is cannabis farms. And all of those farms that have been on the news have all been in white areas because
Yeah, because white people are the best growers.
well,
And I
I
put
don't
and
know.
I
I
say
don't
that
know if
and I put that out there on these YouTube streets.
I
I don't
don't
give a
know if
fuck what
they're
anybody says. White people, especially when it comes to smoke growing cheese, they are the best
I don't
motherfucking growers
I don't
I've
know
ever
about
come
that.
across.
I don't know about that. What I do know is that the police are even rarely in those areas. So, and the neighbours aren't likely to be gossiping about what's going on in number
Right.
42.
So it's the
So they're
same concept.
undercover. So they're
It's just
undercover in those areas. Whereas
and
if
it's
they
the
had it
same
in
concept.
Hackney, maybe.
Listen, listen, I know what you're trying to say, but listen, it's the same concept as putting black people over first and what the white person drives off with the drugs. Same concept. White people don't get pulled over, black people all the time. Get me? What the white person drives off with the drug. Same concept. And it's still
Okay.
working today in a big doses like that. You're saying weed farms. White people got all these things doing this shit and they're getting away with it. While the black people get locked up for it. Little bags in their pocket. While the big train
It's
rush
true.
still comes in from them.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I think it's the Albanians in London that have got it under lock. But what do I know? I don't know anything about that.
It's a
But yeah,
settle.
no, yeah, I know. I agree with you. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, you could even be Polish. As long as you're white, you're more likely to get away with something. Do you know what I mean? It's the minute that
Mm-hmm.
they see you're black or Asian, there's a problem.
Well, they
That's
get
never
more money for
changed.
black people. They
That's
get
never
more money for
changed.
they get more money for black people getting locked in it.
And I think there are a lot of young black people that are very successful in successful careers. And I think the police do take enjoyment pulling them aside, embarrassing them publicly, searching up their car to see if there's anything in their car or anything on them. I think they do it. So that's just stop and search under a new name. I think you and I both know there's a problem with the police. So
They
that's
do it to install hate into them and
exactly,
fear.
yeah, yeah.
And that's why, and then most black people don't even go on to a successful life, they turn to crime. That's why they do it. They don't target white people, do that all the time. They target to blacks. It's all part of the psychosis bullshit. It's all
Which
part of that.
which is why probably when we see a black police officer, we give him the side eye. Because I mean, I'm struck on that because I think to myself, okay, maybe he's a black person that's going to go into the organization, learn about the organization, share that information with the black community so that we can change it. Or maybe he's just a coconut.
Yeah, coconut.
Do you know what I mean? But it's a hard one, don't you think? It's a hard one because
Trust me.
I don't know if it would be worse if we had equal numbers of black and Asian police officers. I don't know. Would it be worse or better? I can't imagine.
I think it would have to be, yeah. I mean, we have to go that right. It'd have to be the all new training. The system has to be changed
Mm.
because the policing system obviously giving certain white peoples the right to do what they want to do to black people, and that's
Of
never
course.
changed in
Yeah.
all countries. So all that has to be scrapped. New law has to come in. You know, all that has to be scrapped for any changes because it's just funny how black police officers around the world they all do the same thing.
Exactly.
It's funny how they're all connected like that. So
And they seem to target black people. It's
right,
like they say, oh, because I'm black, I know when a black person's committing a crime. That's fucked up. You're just picking on your own race because those white police officers intimidate you. So now you're going to try and intimidate a black or Asian person. That's all it
yeah,
is. It's
yeah,
it's sad. Anyway,
crazy.
7, I'm going to have to go off to bed. I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep myself. Got gym in the morning.
Have you? How long do you spend in the gym?
Depends, like an hour and a half, an hour.
Wow.
Depends how I feel. Depends how I work out. If I do like an hour and I feel like can go a bit longer, I haven't worked out enough, you know.
Yeah,
Then I
yeah.
stay a bit longer. I try not
Did
to.
you
You gotta try not to burn yourself out though, because your body won't grow.
do you do it every day or every other day?
5 days a week.
Okay. So and you rest at the weekends.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Rest of it.
when you work out Friday, you rest
Mm.
Saturday, Sunday. When you go back to the gym on Monday, do you ache more because you've
Nah,
rested? No, you feel good.
nah. The ache goes. You see that nasty burn that you first
Mm,
experienced, that ache,
yeah.
that horrible ache. That goes. You don't come back again.
Okay.
After like a week or so, once it's all died off and shit, you know what I'm trying to say? Like you
Ye-
don't come back again that heavy. You feel a little bit of a stretch, like a little bit of a tightness, but
Yeah.
that's good because it means that you've worked it and you can
Yeah.
feel your legs are tight a bit or your arm, whatever. Then
Yeah.
you know just a little tightness, but you will never get that hard burn again, that
Yeah.
aching burn making you wish I never went to gym. That
Yeah,
don't come
exactly.
back.
I was going to say because
That don't
that's
come
what
back
puts
no more.
people off going to the
But
gym.
but the thing is, right, that's the introduction to gym pain right there. Once you've gone past that pain, that it don't come back.
You've got to persevere.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But
But people
yeah,
quit as soon as they feel that pain.
it's true. I've done that. I've quit
It shows
so
how
many
weak,
times.
you gotta carry
Because
anyway,
it's
if you
like
was
a
to go
week.
back,
It's like a
if
week
you was
and you're in agony.
if you was to like I'm saying, if you was to go the gym thing and do all that, like I'm saying, just that one little burn, get through that,
Yeah.
take like a week, and then you're good. You're good after that. You
Oh,
don't have to worry about none of that again until you take time off,
yeah.
which I did. Hence why my body was fucked up with there. That's why I was like, my body just got back in a tired routine, crazy.
And do you eat more in line with your training now?
I eat more now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eat more now.
Do you eat more of everything or have you like changed your diet?
Nah, I keep to my same shit. I don't change
Okay.
shit. I keep to my same kind of routine. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But when you
Mhm.
go to the gym and you're training along other guys, can you spot the guys that are using
Of course I
artificial
can.
means?
Of
You
course I
can.
can.
It is. It's obvious.
Of course I can. They come and ask me,
Like,
spot me, please. Yeah, cool. Put down my shit, walk over to them, spot them. You know, people like the way that I spot other people. Like, let's say you're laying down on your back, you're doing chest.
mhm,
You're on your
mhm,
back now. You put your arms up to grab the bar, right?
mhm.
Like they'll call me over when they want to do
really heavy weight that they can't do on their own.
Mm-hmm.
So I help pick it up with them, and then I put my one finger on each arm underneath the bar, and I follow the bar down with them. You know what I'm trying to
Okay.
say?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah.
use power just from my one fingers. So one finger that side, one finger that side, and I just
Yeah.
use that to edge it up with them. They like the way I do it because other people hold the bar with their hands and like they drag it back up, so it's taking all the feeling away from them. I'm
Yeah.
making them work. All they've
Right.
got is two fingers of mine, yeah, helping hold up the bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to
But
say?
your fingers just more of a guide. They're not weight
Yeah, yeah.
bearing.
It's just it's all
Yeah.
in the head at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's all in the head. You know, you just take them at that illusion
It's
in the head.
interesting.
Soon as you see hands go around the bar like someone's about to help you, right? Get me? It's like something kicks in your head, yeah, and you can start moving the bar, and you think that person's helping you a lot, but it's not. I'm not even helping, and I prove it by using two fingers.
Mm.
And I'm just trying to show to people, look, it's all you, you know.
Yeah.
It's all you. That was all you. How am I gonna lift up this bar with two fingers? Think about it. And I'm like, you know
Superman.
what? Say that. Say, you know, you're the one. Say that. Like, yeah, man, cool, man.
I can
I
see
mean,
Seven now. Look, two fingers
nah,
with
no, what do you mean? This is, listen. I do this though. Listen, I do this, Tom. You know, I ain't no fake gym trainer instructor fee. I forgot the title for it because it's been such a long
personal
time. But
trainer.
yeah, I've been doing that. I've been getting paid for that. I had two people that was coming to me for training and paying me before. Like, get me facts. So this ain't no. I know what I'm doing. I can coach all day. I can coach all day. I can put people into a fitness routine, a muscle gain routine. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you know, they want to work on power or they just want to work on the look all cut up. I can give them all them routines. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with that.
No, because I reason I asked that is because my daughter, she does boxing and she's going to the gym as well, and I'm like, isn't that like overkill? But she says it's not, and she absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
She does weights.
She's into it now. Her body's into it now. You get me? She don't feel no pain like what you're
No, no,
thinking.
she don't. No, no, she.
Her body's
I
used to it
mean,
now.
she gets more pain when she goes on her bike cycling, 10K, than she does
I
at the
don't like
gym.
riding bikes.
Oh, but she does. She loves her bike, and she goes wall climbing and all of that madness. But she says it all helps her in her boxing. So
Yeah, that's good for boxing.
yeah,
That's good.
she's
Yeah, that's good. So
anyway.
what you do it professionally or just training?
No, she just does it as a hobby at university. She's like they've got a boxing club, so they say that she's very good and she really, really enjoys it.
Cool. Just
So I
keep it
mean,
up.
I mean, I I didn't know how I felt about boxing because I always felt protect the head, protect the head. And I know in amateur boxing they wear head, helmets. Obviously, in professional they don't. But I kind of felt that females boxing I was uncomfortable with because there's too many bits of
Ah,
the
Miss
female
me. You've
body.
seen the way females fight. Come on, man.
Well, I'm just explaining what I used to think. I don't think that way anymore, but it's what I used to think. But it's
Okay,
only because
forget
she's
that.
taken up boxing that she's
I've never
educated me on
I've
that.
never heard of a female boxing match where the woman's been paralyzed or died or anything like that. So she's okay, man.
Well, it's just about breast guards and stuff like that, isn't it? But just as a woman, I just thought that it has a different effect on a woman's body. You get punched in the chest. That's it.
Can't get pushed. You're not allowed to get punched in the chest in boxing. It's illegal.
But I'm saying I didn't. What I'm talking about before, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I didn't think
No, there's
female
never been
boxing.
boxing in the chest. No one's ever boxed in the chest.
I know,
You
but
know, you can't get points for boxing in someone's chest
no.
in
What?
boxing.
No, I'm just saying I
Oh,
didn't
you're
think.
talking about kung fu,
No,
things like that. Yeah, you can hit the chest area. Other things, MMA and shit, I guess. You know
no,
what I'm
I
saying?
I
But
didn't think that females should do boxing because I was ignorant of the sport 20 years ago. Now my daughter's been doing it for 2.5 years. She's educated me on all of that mad information that I had in my head. That's all I'm saying. She's told me that things you can and can't do. I just automatically applied a man boxing to a woman boxing. I thought the same rules applied, and they don't. You've just explained it, yeah. I like mixed martial arts, though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I love
Anyway,
martial
I'm
arts.
going to go. Oh, you do
All
MMA.
right, I'll let you go though.
Did you say, have you done MMA?
Yeah.
Oh, that's proper vicious, man.
Not on the TV. I've done the training, you know, been
Okay.
to M&A thingy, but I haven't done, you know, on telly or anything. But yeah, I know it is. I just wanted to learn how to break some arms and shit, certain positions. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, boom. So I went there, got a bit of training, like, you know, checked it out.
It
You know,
is. It is proper vicious when
it is.
they kick the shins and when they wrestle you to the ground. Oh, I think you've got to have good wrestling skills to be an MMA artist. You got to. Because a lot of the
Yeah,
fights that I
you have to be an
witnessed,
all-rounder. Bruce
yeah,
Lee, shout out to
yeah.
Bruce Lee. He invented that style. That's why it's so popular today. You
But
know what I'm saying? But yeah,
a lot of the fights I've seen on TV, once they get on the ground, they can't wrestle. I mean, they're good, but not good enough. You know?
I don't know. There's been some good ones. But anyway, let me love you and leave you
Yeah.
because you know,
Oh,
time's
good night. Stay safe.
good
Stay
night.
blessed. Good show.
And you stay blessed. Thank
All
you
right.
for coming up.
Bye.
Blesses. I'm back tomorrow anyway. Yeah, unseen. I'ma go. You know, is this gangster? Yeah, she does smell like rotten egg. She smells like her cooking, which I'm about to play right now as a leaving token. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, blesses. Blesses. I've got so many. I need to delete these songs, you know. I've got too many on this motherfucker.
Food. Food. We come to talk about foods. All sorts of foods. I can't believe I came round that house and she had no food for me. She should have told me, make sure you eat before you leave. Make sure you eat before you leave. How can you invite me to your house and you've got no food for me to eat? You should have told me to eat before I leave. Me to eat before I leave. What is this? Damn, this ain't cooking. You are taking the piss. How can you make me come around to get some sex and you got nothing to eat? What matters is this? I ain't touching this food. What kind of food you think this is? Did you cook it for real? Or did you get it out the bin? What kind of food is this? Did you really make it? I eat. Did you really make it? Is you lying to me? I can't believe you made it. Is that supposed to be some chips? Is that supposed to be some meat? Because it looks like a plate of dog shit. I can't believe you expect me to eat it. Why you do this to me? I could have ate at home before I came around and seen you. How can you do this to me, girl? I